There.
I was yawning. I was yawning. I was yawning. I was yawning. No, it had.
Alex
fuck
the
you.
Lion.
Oh my god.
Hi Snowfox, hi May, hi Madman, I came to in every year. Hi MCK.
Leave me alone.
Okay, that's everybody.
Leave me alone.
What are you talking
Stupid
about?
ad. The ad.
Oh.
I want to skip the ad so I can see chat. There we go. There we
I didn't
go.
realize you were yelling at the ad. I was like, why are you screaming? You leave me alone. Oh my god.
Okay. So.
Alec, you haven't listened to it? Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking
Alec.
get you. I'm gonna get you.
So, Alec, Epic is a musical version that George Rivera is making of the Odyssey, which is a Greek mythology story.
Yeah.
About Odysseus.
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 Odie.
And because every artist is doing their own interpretation of the gods, I'm joining the trend.
Verdi.
Verdi! Oh my god, Verdi's here, holy shit.
Void is here!
Yo!
Hi into the crypt. Verdi, I swear to god, I'm gonna fucking get you.
Verdi.
V-retide.
Verdi, how about you join us in the chat? Come on, in the voice chat, come on.
Oh my god.
You know you want to.
Alright, who you designing next?
Alright, so hold on. So off camera, I've done Athena. With a helmet on because everyone draws her without a helmet, and honestly, we need more Athena with helmet. We need more Athena with a helmet.
Well, she always has her helmet on. Sometimes it's off of her face, but she every single like statue you see of Athena has her helmet on.
And then also Poseidon.
Yes. Fishman.
The Waterman.
Yeah.
And now, hello, and now we're gonna be doing Aphrodite.
Yeah. And it's not just gonna be generic sexy woman like everybody does, because come on, she's the goddess of fertility. Come on. I will say though, I think so far out of all the versions I've seen, Neil, right? Neil's the artist that we like?
Yes.
Yeah, Neil's version is really cool with like the hands all over the body and shit. Neil's designs so far have been some of like my favorite that we've seen out in the wild.
Mm-hmm. Especially Hephaestus. I love Neil's Hephaestus.
Hephaestus is really cool. Like somebody else did, I think the person who actually did it for the musical itself, like put him in glasses, and I was just kind of like, he's supposed to be like a big, buff, like old man though. Like he's working, you know,
like a blacksmith.
Yeah, blacksmith. He's got to be bigger and stronger. And yeah, Neil's is really cool with like little broken piece of his head and everything.
Yeah.
Also, Neil's Zeus. I don't
you
normally...
you have some opinions about his Zeus.
I don't
their
normally...
Zeus. I don't know their gender. I don't know.
I don't know Neil's gender actually. We'll just say they. We'll say they for right now. But yeah, no. I don't normally like big muscular men at all. Would smash Neil Zeus. Dear
Verdi.
Lord. Verdi?
Verdi. Verdi.
V-retie.
Verdi. You've helped
talk.
spread the epicness.
Talk.
Verdi.
No.
1, 2, 3. There you go, Verdi. Hello.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Let's see,
in.
Verdi, you have to actually talk at a normal volume because now I have to test your volume.
Hello. Welcome to the stream. I have spread the virus.
I need to turn you up a little bit. I think. Talk again, Verdi.
Hello. Welcome to the stream. I have spread the virus.
Gknight, talk.
Wow.
Like normal talking.
What the fuck do you want me to say?
Like that, like normal talking.
What's wrong with you?
As soon as I was like talk, you were like,
I don't know what you're talking about.
I think we're good. Let me know if I need to adjust anybody, guys. It is a good Zeus Snowfox. Alright. Aphrodite.
Well, hold on. I need inspo. I'm looking, bro.
I'm playing with you. I'm just excited. I'm already doing the God's work. Yeah, Neil is also now selling a acrylic standee and a keychain of that Zeus, and I am...
You're considering.
I don't have the money right now, though, but, like, so the keychain's not bad. The keychain's $15. The acrylic standee is $50, which is more expensive than literally any other acrylic standee I would have ever bought. I'm not judging Neil, though. Like, you don't understand. Like, production prices for this shit is very, very expensive. So,
you gotta make it worth it.
Yeah, you gotta actually make sure you're making money off of it, too. So, like, I don't blame Neil. I'm not gonna be like, it's too expensive. Like, just because I can't afford it doesn't mean it's too expensive. But yeah.
I hope they make a Hera
Yes.
standee, because
Oh, God, the really cool, like, peacock thing.
yes. Love their Aphrodite, but their Hera,
Yeah.
it's so good.
Alex said, I took classical mythology in high school, so I'm all on this, plus Lore Olympus. See, I liked Lore Olympus at first. And then we got to the point of Purple Man doing the do that he shouldn't have done. That's all I'll get into that. And it actually hit a little too close to home for me, so I stopped reading it. And then instead I just started watching, like, video essays and stuff, and I started seeing some really problematic stuff in it, and I was just like, I'm gonna set that off to the side. I'm not a fan of the born sexy yesterday adult infant trope. True, May. Hera's part was fire in God Games. Yeah, I think she's... I think my favorite part, just overall in God Games, was just never once has he cheated on his wife. Release him. Just immediately, just don't let him
Yeah,
go.
just...
He's good.
oh, word?
Yeah, okay. Last Kid said, when I hear Lore Olympus, I just remember that damn webtoon. Yeah, that's what she's talking about. So Fox says, yeah, Lore Olympus has a lot of issues. Also, to clarify, does everyone know what Born Sexy Yesterday means? Or is it a term that I only know? Huh?
Familiar with the term.
I've never heard of it in my life.
I have.
Okay, so Born Sexy Yesterday kind of refers to, like, a character that either is, like... They are physically an adult, but they are kind of, like, mentally still very young, or, like, it's a thing that you'll usually see in a movie where, like, a character is created as an adult, or, like, they've, So oddly enough, one of my favorite movies, The Fifth Element, Lilu, is technically Born Sexy Yesterday. She has to... She is the perfect being. She's been created, or rather recreated from some DNA, and she has to relearn the entirety of everything that she knows. So she's technically a Born Sexy Yesterday. And if you don't do it right, it comes across as very, again, it goes hand in hand with the adult infant is what somebody called it, where it's an adult, but they're oh so innocent and oh so sweet and ooh woo 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 woo, and everyone is like obsessed with them and like that kind of thing. So it's not quite a Mary Sue, but still, like, you know, it's, yeah. So Persephone in Lore Olympus is both of those things, because she is, like, barely legal. She's going to college. And because, like, in that version, like, her mom has been, like, sheltering her, she's oh so innocent and oh so sweet, and she's always drawn very short, especially in comparison to Hades, like, concerningly short, like half his size. Which, like, normally size difference, yes. In this case, she looks like a child in comparison to him, especially because of how big they draw her eyes. So it's just kind of like, concerned. And then everybody talks about, like, the age gap, because he's, like, a middle-aged man, and, like, the weird-ass, like, power dynamic thing, because Hera thinks it's a good idea to test him by having Persephone work for him, and having his, like, kinda sort of girlfriend, but also ex-girlfriend, but, like, fling, like, train her. Like, it's a whole ass mess. So, like, yeah. Yes, Lilu. I love Lilu. I was using her as a positive example because just Lilu Dallas Multipass. I'm too excited. I can't even say it. Wait, so what's y'all's favorite epic saga? I think mine is Wisdom or Cyclops. I think Storm.
Thunder Saga.
Yeah, Thunder Saga. Yeah. Because that's
I love the Thunder Saga because it has Scylla and Thunderbringer.
Yes, and it has the sirens too.
Yeah.
I love the song Suffering.
So
Thunder Saga's best saga.
Thunder Saga followed by the Ocean Saga.
Yes. Alex said, unfortunately, it's pretty accurate to Greek mythology. Yeah, I know, but like when you're modernizing a story, it's okay to change it just a wee bit.
Just a wee bit.
Especially because this was supposed to be modernized because she was like going to college and there's like full-on businesses being run and like it was supposed to be like a modern day thing. Like there was like a whole plot point of someone being like, we're gonna fuck with Hades by like putting passed out Persephone in the back of his car, and then people are gonna be like, oh, he's being creepy with this young girl, and then he was like, what the fuck is this girl doing in my car? So yeah, if you're modernizing things enough to include college and cars and businesses, I think you can tweak the ages just a little bit. True, Cersei Saga. I love the Cersei Saga. Yeah, I would say Thunder's my first pick. I like all of the other ones, but I do love me some Cersei. She is absolutely my wife, so Cersei would be my second pick. Snowfox wants to know favorite epic characters.
Scylla,
yeah. What about you, Verity? You haven't answered yet. One of your favorite sagas and characters.
I haven't answered because I've been shivering.
What do you mean you've been shivering?
What do you mean you've been shivering?
I mean, it's very cold in my shed.
Oh no.
Oh. Do you...
Get a blankie.
It's okay if you jump out of the chat and just get some blankets and like huddle up. Like, we're not gonna judge you. We always play with you when we say jump in. Like, if you don't want to, you don't have to.
No, I do want to.
Okay.
I just didn't realize how cold it was.
Okay. Just making sure.
So now, I have a blanket.
Yeah, a blanket.
Blankie.
And to answer your question, the problem with the Saga's question is because I was basically shown it all in one go, I don't actually know the division.
Ah, okay.
Right.
Oh, true. We actually didn't show it to
we showed you animatics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you didn't see the art switch over for each section. That makes sense. What about characters? Verity?
What?
What about characters? What are your favorite characters?
Sorry, I was just remembering. You're familiar with the fact that I showed it to Snowfox, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Snowfox and I have developed a name for the run of songs that is Keep Your Friends Close, Ruthlessness, and Puppeteer.
Uh-huh.
The specific name that Snowfox and I came up with for that specific triumvirate of songs is the Bisexual Trilogy.
Uh-huh.
Draw your own conclusions as to why.
Okay. So what's your favorite character?
Forgive me for trying to find a more entertaining way to elaborate on a question. I'm not good at picking favorites.
Huh?
Good at picking favorites, especially not when put on the spot.
What are you talking about? You're very
So
good
I
at picking
thought I'd-
favorites.
Not good at
I'm
picking
not.
characters, Kellen.
No, I know. I'm kidding. It was like, what do you mean you're not good at picking favorite characters? Because, you are. We usually know who you like immediately.
Yeah.
Brown! Hi, Brown.
Brown.
See, I
Everyone's like-
thought I'd elaborate on the question.
What, huh?
I felt my answer elaborated on the question.
On the question of your favorite character?
Yes. I thought it followed for... I'm just faffing about at this point. I don't know the answer to the question, so I thought I'd try to be entertaining.
Because I wasn't sure if you were trying to elaborate on, because you didn't know the sagas of, this is the bisexual saga, these are my favorite songs. I was not aware that you didn't know what your favorite character was.
It was an attempt to move on to the second question and be like, through implication, one can deduce.
Verity.
I take everything literally, you know this.
Verity, Callan's autistic.
Skill issue.
Do not beat around the bush. I hate playing that game. Just tell me outright. Hi, Susie. So everyone's saying that Gigi Scylla is the best. Honestly, Neil's Scylla. Neil's everything is 100% canon to me.
Niels hasn't done Scylla.
No, they haven't. Wait, which Scylla is the one that we like? Sorry.
Gigi's.
Oh, is that Gigi? Okay, never mind. Never mind.
Wow, Callan, learn your fucking artists.
The only one that I've learned the name of is Neil. You usually pull up those
spreading misinformation.
What?
Callan spreading misinformation on the internet.
For
Yeah, I
real.
was corrected. But yes, Gigi Scylla, perfection. Also, isn't Gigi the one who does the Cersei that I adore?
Yes.
With all my heart and soul? That is literally
Yes.
perfect? Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Cersei's wife. I did actually, because I didn't answer the question yet, because we were trying to get Verity to answer it. So favorite character, obviously, Cersei and Scylla. I love Scylla. I did like Calypso at first, and then I realized she's a manipulative little shit, and I was like, never mind, I rescind my answer. Never mind.
Never mind. I
Never
love how you
mind.
said that. Never mind.
Never mind. Fran wants to know
What's-
at what saga everyone started listening. So, like, what caused you to actually, like, listen?
So I heard the Cyclops song a lot on Twitter and TikTok like a while back.
yeah.
Like back when they were working with the other studio that didn't fucking pay them, and they were like, "Fuck you, we're going just on our own."
Mhm.
Back then, I heard the Cyclops song and the Survive song a lot around because everyone was doing animatics to it.
Yeah.
But I never really was like, "Oh, this is a really cool song." But I never looked any further than that, and until recently, where I was trying to look for the for the Survive song again because I wanted to listen to it again, and then I was listening to it, and then I realized some of the chorus and like some of the notes and some of the rhythm was a little off than I remember, and I was like, why does it sound a little different? And then I looked into it, and then that's when I found out that the other studio they were working with and wasn't fucking paying them, and then they were like, just gonna do everything, redo everything on their own, and I was like, oh, so that's why it sounds different.
Yeah.
And then that's where I was like, okay, they're cooking. So then I checked their other stuff, and I was like, oh my god, this is amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, the main thing I heard, I know that I've definitely heard those on, like, TikTok and everything. I don't remember them as well, like, hearing those versions. I remember hearing the cover of Get in the Water. Oh my god. Like, I don't mean this offensively to, Poseidon's VA, but I'm sorry, that cover is literal perfection, and I was actually, like, I was waiting for him to do certain vocal inflections that she does, and he didn't do them, and I was like, oh, that was anticlimactic. But yeah, like, I love that cover, and then, the Gigi, has the Scylla animatic, and Gknight showed it to me, and that was kind of like the not necessarily, like, downfall, but I don't have another word to describe it, of just, like, down the rabbit hole. So, like, then Gknight started doing an animatic, and we started listening to the music more, and I listened to, like, a couple pieces, and he was like, what do you mean you haven't listened to the whole thing yet? He, like, sat me down and he played it, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, I just forced you
Oh.
down to sit on a chair, and I was like, you are listening to Peak, and
Uh-huh.
you're going to like it.
Yep.
And then we did the same to Verity.
Yeah. Well, in Verity, we
Yeah,
showed
for
her all the
context-
animatics.
For context, everyone, I made the I don't want to say mistake, but I made the mistake, I guess. I made the mistake of making a reference to the Trojan horse where Gknight could see me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you made a reference to the Trojan horse, and I was like, Trojan horse, like Epic, Epic the musical,
Like epic. Yeah, yeah.
Epic
No,
reference.
instantly, like epic reference. Verity, are you familiar with Greek mythology? Verity. And I'm like, yeah, I know most of it. Did like passing? It's like, we're fucking watching it. See you tomorrow.
I don't remember if I said hi or not.
And then I was exposed to it.
Yes.
You were exposed.
And then you exposed Snow Fox.
You did.
Yeah, it's contagious.
Yes.
No,
Good job.
Generally, you need to understand the timeline of events here, which is I saw it with you two on Sunday. The following Monday, I had Keep Your Friends Close stuck in my head,
Yeah.
which influenced a joke I made with Snow Fox about me being possessed by a creature that eats sandwiches.
Huh.
In explaining that joke to her, I had to reference the song. And she was like, oh, I've heard of Epic. I keep meaning to listen to it. I've never got round to it. And I did the Gknight thing of, fuck you, we're watching it tomorrow.
Oh my
We're
God.
watching it.
And then literally 5 minutes after Snow Fox was like, okay, sure, I frantically messaged Gknight, like, Gknight, give me the playlist you did.
Yeah, you did.
Ooh, Frown said, I listened to No Longer You and I was like, whoa, this is literally in my OCN, and I listened to it more and more. So funny thing about that, if you listen to No Longer You, it sounds, Gknight pointed this out, like Slink talking to Sunny. It is very Gartha sequel. It is very Gartha sequel. To the point where like some of the stuff lines up a little too well, and we were both like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, we were both like, "Whoa, man! Is Gartha just
The Odyssey?
It's Gartha just the Odyssey by a complete accident? Did we base Gartha accidentally on the Odyssey?"
Because there've been like a couple of songs like Monster and you know, I'm Just a Man. Like a lot of that also lines up very well with Drake.
Yeah.
And so it's just like, hold up, what the fuck?
Yeah, just a Man and Monster are very Drake, and then obviously I'm doing the Scylla animatic for the Willow lore
Yeah.
with Eleanor. There was another one that we were like, oh wait a moment.
Well, I just heard Slink and zoned out for a second.
Yeah, you did.
Uh-huh. You're trained to do that now. You go blank brained. Mental training.
What were you expecting, Verity?
Not that. I wasn't prepared for that
You
level.
silly
of Red
cow.
Bull.
You should be.
Well, I wasn't.
Well, you should be. Snowfox and Gartha and Epic are from the same universe. Confirmed. Joking.
Real. Hey George, you wanna work with us in Gartha?
Oh my god. Oh, that would be amazing.
Mr. Jalapeno, Captain Omi Captain. That's just his nickname, Mr. Jalapeno.
Is it actually?
Yes.
Yeah, so if you guys want, like, I don't know if I want to qualify it as, like, a spoiler, but, like, honestly, like, kind of like a deep dive into characters' mental states, if you listen to No Longer You and you've like, read the end of Gartha, like, you know what happens at the end, just think about that. Think about the prophet.
Just sit on it for a little.
Yeah, just think about the prophet being Slink and Odysseus being, Sunny. I also don't know if they know about, like, the big plot change. What?
There's a reason I've been re-listening to that song a lot.
I see.
Yeah.
Because you two told me that immediately while we were watching it.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Stuffbox says, thank you, Verity, for spreading the epic disease, and thank you, Gknight, for giving it to Verity.
You're welcome. I don't really know what to do with her arms.
Hmm. I mean, you could always do, so the one that's like, that you're erasing right now, you could always do the thing where she's like pushing her hair back behind her ear.
True.
It's usually a thing people draw characters in when they're supposed to be very attractive. Oh, thank you, Purple Max.
Dang you.
$2.
Money.
Delicious money.
Money.
Nom, 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 nom. Gartha version of Greek gods. I mean, we do have gods that we're working on. Also, Void says, yes, Gknight is correct. He is called Mr. Jalapeno and Captain, and also known for technical issues every stream. Oh yeah, we watched the live stream when they came out with the Vengeance Saga. And
It was so funny that his
God.
volume was so low, and then he accidentally started playing the musical, and he was trying to talk over it, and he didn't realize, and then his fucking webcam was off sync with the songs,
Yeah.
so he would like be singing 20 seconds ahead.
Yeah. He was having fun, though. That's all we really care about. I like the fact that you can tell that despite how long he's been working on it, and despite him probably, you know, feeling a little bit, like, bitter and burned from the previous company, like, you can tell that he still loves it. Like, he still genuinely has love for this project, and he's excited about it, and it's just... I love that. Oh, no. Fran said, I showed Epic to my Greek friend and she absolutely loves it, but the first time she listened to it, she died inside because of the name pronunciations. Fran said, didn't one of his streams get claimed because he used his own songs? I know that one of his streams got, like, deleted, yeah.
He got taken down in the middle of the Vengeance Saga showing.
Uh-huh. Rainier said, technical issues with the stream, Gartha and Epic are truly connected. Yeah, if y'all haven't seen him yet, if you want to see one of the Gartha gods, if you look at the cover, the god in the back, the bright glowy man, that is Lucid, that is the god of dreams. I have no idea.
Totally won't be a problem in the plot.
I have no idea what Finding Frankie is, Faring.
No idea.
Not at all what we're talking about.
Also, there's tumult.
Also, there's tumult, yes. Silly clown god. I do have all of his lines. It's gonna take us a while to be able to make that audiobook because I have no money right now, and I basically was gonna be funding the voice actors on my own, but that is gonna be a little hard, so now we might have to figure out how to do it in Kickstarter, so we shall see. My job dried up a lot, so I'm basically just making enough to survive currently.
Everyone give Callan money. Right now, this is a sticker.
Put the money in the
Money for your
bag.
life. Put your money in the bag and no one gets hurt.
I was about to make a reference and I realized the only one who's gonna get it is Alec. Alec, are you still there?
Don't.
Alec.
Do a better reference.
I didn't forget about Tumult, Frown. He's just not on the cover. I was talking about the one on the cover. Alec! So I know you'll get this reference. Give me the cash! Especially since we were just talking about that movie not too long ago. Alec the Lion, where are you?
Alec the Lion!
Alec the
Lion.
You're good, Purple. We really appreciate the $2 that you sent over. Like, really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
I will get a hold of that in like 6 months.
Thanks, YouTube.
Yeah, so YouTube won't pay you unless you make at least $100, and I'm making, if I'm lucky, about $8 a month. So, you know, every like year at this point, I will be getting $100. being an indie creator is hard, but you know what? I'm still making shit that I love, so I am happy. Snowfox said this sketch already looks great. Also, I did see somebody else mention, I don't think I read it exactly on time, but they said that the pose is already looking great and they really like the body shape.
There you go. We don't see enough chubby Aphroditeses. Come on, bro. People
Yeah.
gotta look in.
What? Mary, what are you doing over there?
Last kid said that we were calling out to Alec like it was Dora the Explorer. And so Alec went, so I'm the map now.
Yeah, all I
Yes.
heard you do is...
I'm the map, I'm the map, I'm
There
the
you
map,
go.
I'm the map. I can't sing too loud, because if I sing too loud, you think I'm sleepy.
I mean, it's kind of worse when we can't really hear you, because then it really... it sounds more like the day where you started just... and we started being like, Verity, are you okay? Just... Verity. Verity. Huh? Like, you literally were just kind of really quietly, like, mumble singing to yourself, and you were non-responsive.
I know that happened. I've seen the footage of it happening.
Yeah.
I still don't remember it.
You silly
my
cow.
God. Rainer said, you could say this art is looking epic.
Eh.
It's that incredibly original joke.
Uh-huh. Also, Snowfox says, yes, the love goddess needs love handles. Absolutely. Susie said the responseless ramblings, yes. Verity was on a different plane of existence. You're right, Frown.
Very true.
I'm just communing with things beyond your mortal understandings.
You mean Slink?
Yes.
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 Yes. Rainer said I'm gonna get shot one day for my puns. Aw, Alec got a thank you card from someone. That's cute.
Oh.
Sorry. Ugh. Oh, my
That's
shit
it.
was delivered. Yeah. Gotta go get that later. Also, no, I'm just joking. Yeah, literally none of the allergy medication I've been using lately, like none of it's working. So I just sound like I'm sick. Also, admittedly, me and Corb sitting directly in a giant cloud of Halloween Horror Nights fog last night for like 20 straight minutes probably didn't help.
Why would you do that to yourself, Callan?
Because it was in complete darkness and I was trying to get away from people and all the sound effects because, you know, there's nothing really relaxing about sitting in an area with flashing lights and in the background.
Mm-hmm.
At full volume to the point where you can't hear yourself think.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay, Snowfox. Thank you. Oh my god. I love that Alex, thank you letter came because of a crochet pickle.
A pickle.
A pickle.
Gherkin.
Oh yeah, I gotta tell everybody about Halloween Horror Nights last night. For the most part, it was a very good night. The only bad thing that happened is we were waiting in line to see the Insidious house again. And, so here's the thing. I am very sensitive to both sounds and smells. And especially smells, because they can trigger my gag reflex. And unfortunately, the family that was in front of us in the express line smelled. They smelled so bad that I was getting nauseous, I was choking, and I actually got dizzy at one point. And so I was like, I don't know if I can go into this house, because, especially not if they're in front of me, because I will die. And so thankfully, the merge guy, so merge is what the position is called when you're switching between letting express people go or letting like normal people go through. So thankfully, I was like staying far enough away from them. There was like a good 6 feet between us and them that he used the space to his advantage. He stopped us and he put a whole bunch of people through, and I was like, thank you. Literally, thank you. You just saved my life. And he was like, huh? And I told him, and he was just like, oh yeah, no, I got you. You're good. So he actually let like a lot of people through to make sure there was enough distance. But at that point, I was already very nauseous. And I was like, maybe I, now that they're gone, I'll sit here, I'll blow my nose a few times because, like mucus shit. And I was like, maybe I'll be okay by the time we get up to the door. And so I get to the door and I'm like, I don't know, like I can walk inside, I can always turn around in the hallway before I get into the house itself. And then I just got this vibe of, don't go in. And I was like, okay. So I was like, Corv, you go ahead and go, because I like to make sure that my disability issues are never somebody else's problem. So I wasn't about to be like, you can't go in because I'm not going in. So I was like, you go in, I'll meet you at the exit. So I waited at the exit and I started noticing that like people were only coming out in like small groups, and it's supposed to be like a conga line kind of thing in these houses. You're just supposed to continuously walk behind other people. And so like it's funny because as soon as I got to the exit, Stink Family came out. So I was like, oh, so I like backed up. That is their name now, it is Stink Family TM. And so, yeah, I'm noticing that, like, little groups are coming out. And I'm just standing there like, what the fuck is going on? And suddenly, like, a manager walks out with, like, another team member. And she's just like, that's the room that's the problem. That's the one that's stopping everybody up. So apparently people were so afraid of one particular room that they weren't walking all the way through the house properly. And kept stopping, and that would stop the actual line. And Corv was like, yeah, no, it's a good thing that you didn't come in with me, because, so there is one, for some reason they decided to use a lot of vomit jump scares this year, because, I don't know, shock value or whatever. And, so, in the Insidious house, there is, thankfully it's just a dummy, it's just his head, like, hanging over in a hallway, and they play a vomit sound effect, and then they spray you with water. And I was like, I knew this was coming, and I was like, okay, this one's not that bad. I'm not seeing a visual. I can just plug my ears, pretend it's a zombie, pretend it's, like, blood splatter. No big deal. Corv was like, no, it's a good thing that you weren't in there, because everybody kept stopping for some reason, and that's one of the areas that we got stopped in, is he got caught directly under Vomit Man, and so he thankfully managed to step back, but the girl in front of him got the entire brunt of the spray. So I was like, oh yeah, no, I would not have been good with that. Like, I would have been fine just walking through, but being stuck underneath it, So, blessing in disguise when it comes to me deciding I shouldn't go in. But yeah, otherwise, everything was great. Hold on, let me catch up with chat before I keep talking my head off. Some people didn't know that deodorant exists. Yeah, it smelled like they hadn't bathed in like a full week. Like, it was bad. You met the Addams family, now meet the Stink family. Yeah, I know that, like, people do this at conventions too, where like they go to an event and they want to maximize their time, so they just don't bathe. Especially because if you're not used to doing that kind of thing, you'll be tired. So, like, you go back and you just want to go to sleep. But it's like, then bathe in the morning. Do something. Bathe, please. Bathe. The Stink Family and Vomit Man. Yeah. There were actually a couple of houses that we didn't do in general. So there was the Slaughter Cinema house, and the entire first room is that. It's all vomit. There was a... Oh, God, I forgot how it was. Like... Monstrous, I think it was called. And it was another, like, I don't remember if it was just like Hispanic or Latin, but it was a bunch of different like Spanish monsters. And Gknight, don't kill me if I mispronounce this. I'm pronouncing it the same way that Corv was, but La Lechuza, the owl woman. How do you say it?
Close enough. La Lechuza.
La Lechuza. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so she had a room that literally smelled like bird shit that you would walk through. So I was like, no, I will not do that smell, thank you. So those two we avoided. There was a, sorry for talking about, like, spooky stuff, guys, and, like, kind of triggering stuff. But yeah, Halloween Horror Nights. There was a thing called Major Sweets, which is like a evil candy factory, and then we're walking through and I'm like, oh, there's a lot of stuffing going on, and then thankfully it was just like an animatronic dude, but he was like vomiting into a bucket, so, you know, saw it, immediately looked away. Corv was like, look away, and I was like, nah, I'm good, and so I plugged my ears and looked away and kept walking. And then for some reason in Triplets of Terror, there was a guy in an alleyway, and this one was like an actual guy, and they played the sound effect, but it kind of just sounded like he was coughing, thankfully, and there was like no water or anything. But I was like, why is it in like 4 different houses this year? What the hell is going on? Oh god. Alex said, we went to a Ren fair in September, and there was this one person who smelled so bad, so I feel yeah, and it was inside. Yeah, it was at the mall. Oh, I remember that. Which smells worse, the bird room or the stink family? I'd take the bird room, actually. Stink family was bad. Especially because there was like 4 of them. And all of them smelled. So it was just kind of like, ugh. With bird room, you can just walk through it and it's fine. Plug your nose, don't think about it. But yeah, so, we also got to do one of our favorite houses twice, which was the museum with the rotting stone, which the main monsters in that were basically knockoff clickers from, Last of Us, which I loved. They were very silly. One of them, like, waved at me a few times, and I'm just like, yay, friend, silly friend. My absolute favorite, though, was definitely The Quiet Place. I loved the animatronics, the puppets, the monsters. They were so cool. I talked about this in the Patreon chat, but I have to actually, like, physically talk about it because I need y'all to understand the difference in how my voice shifted in this moment. So, one of the first rooms that you walk into is just straight up, it's a hallway. It's a pitch black hallway. You can't see where the fuck you're going. You can't see to the other side because they have these, like, black, pieces of, like, rubber that you can, like, move and walk through, but it blocks the light. And so, I can't see anything, and the jump scare in there is, the lights will start flashing, and the monster head will pop out from, like, the side of the hallway, like, very close to you. And so I'm walking, and Corp just hears me go, I can't see! And then suddenly it pops out and just, hi, baby boy! It's like a fucking dog. And just every single time one pops out, just, hey, buddy! So I just thought they were so cool. Oh god, I love animatronic works. These monsters were just so great. They were huge, and they were very well put together. And if you've ever seen the movies, you'll know that, like, their faces, like, open up, because their face is basically a giant ear. And they actually had animatronics that were, they were stationed open, but then there were some that actually that part would move, and it would actually, like, open and, like, flicker around. It was cool. It was very cool. It just threw me off because it covered a couple of the Quiet Place movies. So I think it covered, the sequel, so I was like, wait, why are we in a radio show center? Why are we in a sewer? I don't understand what's going on. But there's more animatronics, so you know what? Cool. Oh yeah, by the way, Gknight, remember the old man that screams in the forest?
Yeah.
He was one of the scare actors. Yeah, that was one of the scares, is he'd just kind of slowly wander out, and then he'd hit his little button to set off the sound effect, and he would scream. Yeah, literally my only complaint with that house, which is not, like, fully a complaint because it's something that they needed in order to make it, like, legit, was, you know the horrible screeching noise that her, hearing aid makes?
Yep.
Yeah, they play that a couple of times, and so I'd just be like, oh, my ears. Must plug ears. Worth it, though. It's worth it to see the practical effects. True. Snowfox says, huge respect for their well-done practical effects. They don't get enough love. Yeah, for sure. Like, that's the thing. that's one of my favorite things about this event. Like, it's not really, like, that scary to me, which is why I find it funny that I was watching people, again, like, come out of the Insidious room, like, terrified, like, oh my god, this is the scariest thing I've ever seen, and to me, I was like, that wasn't scary. I mean, I've even seen most of the movies, like, it wasn't that scary, but I thought it was cool. I think it's really neat to be able to, like, actually step into a set that feels like you're in the movie. Like, it felt like you were in the Red Room. Like, it was cool. And maybe that's why I don't get scared, is I'm too busy focusing on all of the practical effects and being like, oh, this was done really well, this is really cool, that could have been done a little better, but I mean, like, look at this thing, and like, you know, look at the set, and it's just me and Corv, like, looking around at everything, and then just kind of laughing when somebody pops out at us. There were a couple this year that made me, like, actually jump, but, like, for the most part, it's just me looking at shit being like, ooh. And,
too excited to be scared.
Yeah, and then admittedly, part of the fun sometimes is looking at what they've reused from previous years, because you know, we had the Stranger Things house that had Eddie's trailer. They reused Eddie's trailer this year for Triplets of Terror, which Triplets of Terror wasn't really scary to us at all, because it basically took place in a trailer park, and we were like, oh, we used to live in one of those. It's just regular, you know, Tuesday night. What's that? Little Jimmy has a knife? That's just running around with a knife? That's normal. Susie found a sawed-off shotgun? Yeah, that sounds about right. You know, little Anna over there is nonverbal and has on a bunny mask. What's wrong with that? Like, so I didn't find any of it scary, because it was just kind of like, these are just hillbillies. I feel like hillbillies are only scary to rich people. But, like, yeah, just seeing stuff like that, like, looking at the sets that they reuse. I'm trying to think, like, there's a cop car that they use, like, basically every year. I'm pretty sure some of the glop on the walls in the museum was also used the year that they had the bug house, for some of the eggy room. Eggy. Alex said, I went to Scarowinds once in North Carolina, and the only thing I remembered from it is the scare actors running around on rollerblades and sliding towards you on knee pads that threw sparks. Oh yeah, they also do that at Not Scary Farm. That's where you'll see, I believe that's where you'll see the TikToks and videos of the really funny clown girl who got really popular last year. She and her other little group, they all do that, where they slide at you on the knee pads that make sparks. Alex said, only rich people are scared of hillbillies? My family could take over Hollywood Hills. Just reminded me of, there was a really, really old show called The Beverly Hillbillies, and I think they, like, won the lottery or something, and so they moved to Beverly Hills, and so it's just an entire family of hillbillies living in, like, a rich person neighborhood, and all the rich people are like, what the fuck is going on? The eggy room, yeah. So the bug house was fun for me. It's funny because they tried to say that it was going to be the most terrifying house of the year. And I am actually afraid of bugs, but I didn't really find it that scary. I thought it was very goofy, very silly, funny. What really got people, though, is there was a room that had, like, it was the eggy room, but it, oh god, what's the fear of holes called again? Tryptophobia?
I don't know.
Trypophobia? Something along those lines, yeah.
Alec has it. Alec, what is it again? The fear of the round holes and, like, the lotus pods and stuff like that. Basically that got triggered. Alecitis. But that got triggered because there were a couple of, like, walls that had that on them. And so people would walk through and just be like, ah! Wouldn't want to walk past it. Yes, trypophobia. Okay, cool. I got it right.
No, I think he's agreeing with me, but it's called Alecitis.
Ah. That's the new name.
Yeah, that's the new name.
Also, by the way, Gknight, she's fucking gorgeous. Mason, oh hell no, I'd gag. Typophobia, okay. yeah, I feel like that's what really got people more in the bug house. There was also like a room that you walked through that had like projected roaches on the walls, but like, and I think they like shot air at you too, as though they were like flying past you. So I think those were probably the 2 worst rooms. Overall though, it was very silly to me because the whole plot line of that house was there was like a thing that you could buy which was basically looked like a wall unit air conditioner, and it was supposed to kill all the bugs. It had a chemical in it that was supposed to be like non-toxic to humans, and it spread through your house and it killed all the bugs, but it did the opposite and it made them all grow like insanely large, and then so the bugs were like attacking people and like laying eggs in them and stuff. And yeah, so it was giant attacking bugs. I was a little sad because that was like the year right after. I think it was like 2021 or 2022. Trypophobia. You missed our. Okay, cool. But yeah, so like we didn't have as many scare actors as we should have, and so sometimes there were just people missing. And so like I only got to see the giant wiggle worm one time. I didn't even realize he was supposed to be there, and I got so excited. And the next time I went there, he wasn't there, and I was like, no, Mr. Wiggle Worm. Mr. Wigglesworth.
What is the wiggle worm?
Sorry, this is blowing my nose. It was just like a giant like grub worm, like big like a larva worm. And he was like the size of an actual human, and he would just kind of come out during one of the jump scares and wiggle at you. So we called him the Wiggle Worm.
Wiggles aggressively.
He wiggles aggressively, yes.
Like Verity's worst nightmare, the oxygen-eating worm.
Yeah.
Or no, the oxygen-eating caterpillar.
Yes.
The oxygen caterpillar. My childhood nightmare.
Oh, sorry,
I'll
Alec.
never
Is it because
forget
of what
the
I'm talking
caterpillar
about?
that eats oxygen.
You slurp oxygen.
So full from oxygen.
Num num.
Hey, said I'd love a bug horror house if only to laugh at the biological and behavioral inaccuracies. Yeah, it was a lot of fun, especially because the actual theming of it kind of felt like it was happening in like the 50s or like maybe the 60s. So like that was all of like the little house pieces that you walk through. It was very like 50s house of the future kind of thing. And it was also like you were walking through a brain not braining. You know how they would have like those conventions where they would show off like new products and stuff. It was like that. It was a lot of fun. Huh?
A World's Fair?
Yeah, like that. Thank you. Excuse me.
You're very welcome. What would you do without me?
Die. This just would roll over and be like, "Ugh."
I am apparently Callan's Horcrux.
Yeah.
I missed that memo. When did that happen?
You're one of them, so you know. I think Gknight's got the biggest chunk of my soul.
What?
Yeah.
One of Callan's Horcruxes.
Yeah. You got a chunk. Korv has a chunk. Verity apparently has a chunk now.
I like how you say apparently as if you're not the one who said it.
You're the one who suggested you were a Horcrux, and then I just said yeah. So haha, you did it. You did it.
You're the one who said you'd die if I disappeared. I was merely doing detective work to deduce.
You yes-anded, and I yes-anded back, and you got flabbergasted by it.
This is a PSA, everyone, against yes-anding. Don't be like me. Don't commit to the bit.
How many Horcruxes do you have, Callan? 17.
Such a specific number.
They asked. Snoozy said Drake and Ice Bear certainly have a large piece at least. You forgot Aspen. How dare you, Snoozy?
I was gonna say Aspen is just essentially Ice Bear, but Fable.
He's special. You can't say Ice Bear and not say Aspen. You can say Aspen and not say Ice Bear. Aspen special. Everyone's very excited about the Aphrodite chest shot.
Yippee.
So you said, my bad for not knowing all 17 of your Horcruxes. I didn't say you needed to know all 17, I just said you couldn't leave Aspen out.
See, now we've got to do our detective work and figure out what the 17 are.
Mm-hmm. Well, you currently know 6.
We need 11 more. I can do math, guys.
I can do math.
Wow, math!
Yeah, I mean...
6 equals 17.
Uh-huh.
I'm very intelligent.
No, Snowbox, he does not. What? What happened, Verity?
I had an aneurysm. No, I came to a conclusion, which is, how come your soul gets spread out so much, but everyone else's soul gets stolen and put in a jar?
Because I'm the overlord of evil.
I'm the supervillain.
Who do you think you work for? Who owns your soul?
Curses. Failed again.
Verity's about to be like one of those villains in movies where they have to team up with a hero to defeat a greater evil.
Yep. Also, I love how everyone's just like, people, character. Like, you remember, guys, Horcruxes are usually in things. Them being inside of people is actually very rare.
I usually think.
Yeah, have you guys not watched Harry Potter?
Harry Potter?
No.
Alright, well,
I know of
Verity.
it.
I was referring to the chat.
God, Verity! Swear to God.
Well, clearly I knew enough about it to be able to say what a Horcrux was.
Have you read the books?
No.
Verity.
Oh, wow. I was gonna give you a pass if you read the books. Well, you know what? Never mind.
Also, remember, because they're usually in items, that doesn't necessarily mean that it's inside of Gknight or Verity or Corv. It means it's in an item that they hold.
What?
Yeah.
Like my Slink doll.
Yeah.
I have too many things that could be it.
Yeah. See, that's the secret too. They don't always know what the item is because that keeps it safe, because then if someone comes looking, they can't tell them what it is.
It's one in Chewy.
Binoy.
Yes.
Hello and welcome to the Callan Soul stream, where we start to discover the 17 components that make up Callan's soul.
Uh-huh.
Number 1.
Annoy.
But no.
So we know that Gknight, Verity, and Corv each hold a piece inside of an item. And then we got Drake, Ice Bear, and Aspen, which are definitely in items with them on it. And then we got Chewy. Chewy Benoy.
But no.
Chewy Benoy. So Rick, okay, so the whole thing about Horcruxes is they are in items. Okay, so since nobody knows what the fuck we're talking about, I'm going to give spoilers for Harry Potter. Let me look up the list of Horcruxes too, because I forget all of them.
If you don't want spoilers, too bad. Harry Potter has been out for years.
Yeah, deal with it. So Tom Riddle's diary is one. Marvolo Gaunt's ring. Salazar Slytherin's locket. Helga Hufflepuff's cup. Rowena Ravenclaw's diadem. Nagini, which is his snake. And then there's a secret Horcrux, which is Harry himself. And that's the only case where it's been inside of a person, which was actually completely on accident. Hi, Alec. Because it was when he tried to kill Harry, he accidentally created a Horcrux in Harry because he couldn't kill him because magic duty blah blah blah. So yes, normally Horcruxes are in things, like actual physical items, not inside of actual people. Harry was like a surprise, a whoopsie, and then you know the snake was scandal,
Miscalculation.
So in my case, the snake would be Chewy. Alec, we're talking about
Rabbit
Horcruxes.
snake.
Rabbit snake. Rainier said, also, the Lord of Evil being a white, pink, and blue bunny is a perfect disguise. True. Yeah, pets aren't off the table, which adds up with Chewy. Yes. So that's why I was clarifying that Corv, Gknight, and Verity hold items with a piece of my soul in them. And Verity already clarified that it's the Slink doll.
The only thing that would make logical sense.
Alex said maybe that's what my orange ducky is. Oh my god. Damn those hips though. Gknight. I want to grab them.
I mean, who am I to stop you?
Madman says Nights into Dreams, but what item?
Copy of the game?
What?
Copy of the game? That's an item.
Your knight statue.
I do have a knight statue, yes.
I didn't know you had a statue, so
I
I was
do.
working on handicap knowledge.
Well, I also don't have a copy of the game Nights into Dreams. I have Night's Journey of Dreams.
Yes.
I can't even hear myself.
Oops.
It's okay, it was just funny. May, what do you mean you didn't think Aphrodite would let me? She's the goddess of love and fertility. Come on now. Oh yeah, so what I was saying, Verity, is
Actually, I don't own a copy of the original Nights into Dreams from 1996 because they're kind of hard to get a hold of. And also, you need a Sega Dreamcast in order to play it, as well as the specialized controller. But I do have a copy of Night's Journey into Dreams, which is the second game that came out for the Wii. And I used to have a Wii, but it drowned in the flood. So that's the only game that I have. So technically, I don't have a copy of Nights into Dreams.
So technically, guys, Aphrodite has both a lover and a husband because she's married to Hephaestus. And she has lots of affairs with Ares. And also, let me have this! God! Y'all are so mean to me.
Chat doesn't want you to be happy.
Apparently.
Damn.
Alex said,
It
I'm
drowned
sorry
in
I
the
left
flood?
it, but it drowned in the flood. Yeah, it did. I had a Wii, and it drowned.
It drowned.
It drowned. Yeah, I've never gotten the chance to get a new one, which honestly, like, I need a new Wii, a new PS2, and a new TV. But they're not, like, necessities, so I haven't bothered replacing them just yet. I really want the PS2 before the Wii, because I really want to play We Love Katamari again. Alex said I could probably find you an emulation of it if you wanted. That would be cool, because honestly, the controls on the Wii sucked ass, because these games are meant to be played with a joystick. That's the thing. Nights into Dreams, the original game, is the entire reason as to why we have joysticks on controllers in the first place. They made a special controller with a joystick specifically so that you could play Nights into Dreams and not actually snowballed into every other controller. And to this day, apparently, Nights into Dreams has been the best flight simulator anyone's ever made, and they've not been able to replicate it since. Like, Knight's Journey of Dreams flight sucks in comparison. But yeah, if I found an emulator, I could actually use my joystick on my computer controller, and that would be great, because when I tried to play it with the Wii, you're supposed to be able to plug in GameCube controllers on Wiis and use those. It never worked, though. So I had to try and play it with the actual Wiimotes, and it was the most frustrating, stupid fucking thing ever. Also, I think the music might be a little too loud. How's that? That's better. It was almost hitting the same volume as I was when I was talking, so I was just like, wait a minute, hold on.
This is where we find out that they've not been able to hear you the entire stream.
When we find out that you've been muted.
God.
Yeah, the whole stream has just been music.
Screaming.
They've just been reading our lips this whole time.
Like Odysseus, epic reference. Reading the
Okay.
lips of the sirens. Holy shit.
Epic reference?
Everyone knows the lip reading is specifically from the Odyssey.
Specifically from Epic, from Different Beasts?
Yeah.
Thank you to Silly Jester Games for inventing the joysticks. Yes. Madman said, I also want to take a record to say Gknight is rivaling the gods with this beautiful art.
Behold, Gknight, the god of art.
Brown said, sorry, we tried to warn you. You'd think listening to Don't Fuck with the Greek Gods, the musical, would be warning enough. But also, as much as I love Epic, it doesn't get the entire story down correctly. I've did research. With Corv.
Research.
You've had the Greek autism.
Oh, he did. That's the thing. Any question I have about Greek mythology, I immediately go ask Corv. He knows immediately. Why is the music just gone now? Oh, because it stopped. There we go. Because he had a book that he got from the library, carried that thing around until it was literally falling apart. Went to see Hercules in theaters, was super fucking disappointed because it wasn't anywhere near close to what the mythology actually should have been. Like, was legitimately upset by it. So, like, anything I need to know Greek, I was just like, so we were listening to Epic, and I was sitting there like, hold on. All of this time frame feels off, because when we get to Telemachus, he's 20. And so I'm like, if he's 20, why has he not learned how to fight yet, and why has he not been groomed into being the next king? He's an adult. Like, theoretically back then, you know, you'd be king by like, what, 13 or some weird shit like that. Yeah, it's Odyssey fanfiction, not retelling. Yeah, exactly. So, like, you know, Telemachus should actually have been out and doing a bunch of shit already, because the first 4 books, I believe, of the Odyssey are Telemachus. And, like, him growing up without a dad, and, like, you know, being an adult, and, like, there's 108 suitors that just take up residency inside of his mother's home, trying to get her to marry them. And there's, like, this whole thing of, where the fuck is my dad? And so he, like, goes off to, like, a bunch of different places. He winds up in, like, Sparta at one point, and he's looking for his dad. And then the suitors realize he's gone, and they're like, oh, we're gonna kill him when he comes back. And Penelope's just like, oh shit, I need to figure out how to get a message to him. And then, like, after that, then you get, like, 4 books of Odysseus being on Calypso's island, and the whole story of him being there and trying to escape, which is why it's funny that Calypso actually only gets 2 songs in Epic. And so, like,
Get wrecked.
yeah, so, like, first, like, there's, like, 4 books of him trying to escape from her, and then he gets to an island, and the entirety of his story is him retelling everything that he's been through to the people on the island. And then, like, he shows up to Ithaca at, like, the same time as Telemachus, and they meet up with each other, and he's, like, pretending to be an old man and all this other bullshit, and then they, like, make the plan to kill all the suitors and all of that stuff. So, yeah. Yeah. So, like, don't y'all try to tell me that epic means that, like, I can't simp over gods because they're angry because fuck you.
On today's episode of Overly Sarcastic Productions.
Oh, what the fuck?
Hmm.
Hold on. Are we still streaming?
Yes. Maybe.
Is it there? Where is it? There it is. What the fuck just happened?
What do you do?
So I didn't do anything. The actual, like, page went 404 and was like, problem. So I had to, like, refresh it, and it looks like it's connected properly. Snoozy said Callan has the flavor of autism where insane masses of research on the special interest are done. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. I do that. Ooh, Frown says, fun fact, Circe and Telemachus get married in the Telogony. That's kind of cool. There we go. I don't know if it can still see it, so I just had to refresh the page. Okay, good. Yeah, so it probably, like, buffered for a second, and then suddenly it was just like, I'm back! But yeah, no, if I'm interested in something, I will sit there and do copious amounts of research on it, whether it be, like, over the course of, like, a couple of weeks, or just, like, I ingest every single bit of research I can get to.
This is the major way to be interested in something.
Yeah.
This is the way the gods intended.
And then I have to, like, stop myself from bringing it back to that subject, because I'm like, we're not even talking about that, stop thinking about the thing. And wanting to share random little tidbits that you've gotten.
Yes, you are describing many experiences I have had. You are describing my brain.
Yeah. Because that's the thing, with both ADHD and autism, we think in thought chains. So one thought will lead to another thought will lead to another thought, and so it'll remind you of something that has nothing to do with what you're currently talking about, but it's gone down the thought chain, so it makes sense to you.
Well, see, for me, it's just randomly remembering something that I was like, okay, I want to talk about this, but how do I bring it up?
Yeah, that makes sense. And then there's always just the fear of, like, oh boy, if I go back to talking about this thing, am I going to make people angry? True, Rainier says hyperfixation is both a blessing and a curse. What the fuck? Frown says, slightly cursed fun fact, in the Telogony, Telemachus becomes his half-brother's stepdad.
What?
Huh?
Brown is here with all the Greek trivia today.
True, Snowfox. These thighs are flawless. No, Alec, neurotypicals do not think in thought chains.
How is it possible? I don't know.
I don't know, but apparently it's a thing. They don't think in thought chains. So, like, you could literally explain your thought chain to them, and they'd be like, what the fuck? How did you get from point A to point B? I don't understand. Yeah,
They don't get it.
Speech. Rainer said also, I feel called out right now. Yeah. No, Alec, that's a neurodivergent thing. Ew, that's weird. Cersei and Odysseus have a kid. Cersei marries Telemachus, and Telemachus becomes his half-brother's stepdad.
What?
I see, so he did cheat on his wife.
Damn, Odysseus.
Damn. I thought you were cool, man.
A lot of people are learning how neurotypicals think today, apparently.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's not a neurotypical thing. Well, I mean, it's not really incest, Rick. It's not like he's hooking up with his half-brother. That would be that. He's hooking up with Cersei. Frown said, I do not see a single neurotypical soul in stream. Yeah, exactly.
I see no ships. You see no neurotypical.
No.
God, that's a good booty. I would like to grab. Squish, squish.
Helen, would you like a moment alone to elaborate?
No?
You want a moment by yourself, bro?
What do you mean by elaborate? I said it outright.
Elaborate! I don't know.
Huh?
I'm contributing.
How do I elaborate more than I want to grab it and squish it?
The reasonings, clearly.
Because it's pretty.
Yeah, your reasoning.
Because she's hot. Like, is there any more reasoning necessary?
I mean, depends. What's in your brain?
Huh?
Depends what's in your brain.
Squishing it.
Surely that can't be just it.
That is actually.
Knowing you, I don't believe you.
I just want to squish it. I want to play her the song of my people. Just pep, 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 pep. Cage said, how else can people think other than thought chains? It's like I don't even know how to describe it because I've never thought this way before, but it's literally like they think about one thing, they talk about that one thing, when they're done with that part of the conversation, they move on to another thing. They don't double back to it either. They just continue moving forward in one straight line.
Imagine.
Right?
Couldn't be me.
Alex said, Cal and I also want to squish.
I think that's a myth. I don't believe in this.
Slender.
I don't believe in this. It sounds unrealistic.
Snoozy said, I can't even joke about being the only neurotypical here. What do you mean they don't think in thought chains? And Fran says, sorry, Snoozy, but from everything I know of you, I wouldn't think that you're neurotypical. You know, never. Literally never. Snoozy, you could never even pass as neurotypical. And I'm not
nothing you say can change it, Snoozy.
I'm not trying to say that as an insult either. I'm just saying, like, as a fact, there's no way.
As your friends, you're autistic.
Yeah. Alex said Gknight is the god of thighs. That is very true.
Man, what a title.
You know how to do the perfect, like, thigh squish when they're wearing, like, things on their thighs. Like, a lot of people don't always do that. Yeah, Alec, you want to talk about that?
Oh, Alec. Alec gets it. No, you guys don't understand. There was this one scene in The Greatest Mouse Detective where they're in the fucking canteen. Yeah, Kitty. Dude, when she pulls her fucking dress off and then she has the garter on her thigh, that changed so many of my fucking brain chemistries when I was a kid.
Yeah. Snoozy, yes, it is obvious. It is that obvious. Snoozy, you have been hyper fixating on Zavi for over 2 years straight now without losing any sense of interest. That is not a neurotypical thing.
You're autistic. Congratulations.
Zavi is your special interest.
We diagnose you with TISM.
Alex said, oh no, Gknight, I feel that. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's the thing. I didn't comprehend that it was changing my brain chemistry, but sequences like that, I would do the thing where I would rewind them and rewatch them. I did not comprehend what I felt.
You guys don't understand how many times when I was a little kid I rewinded every fucking scene of Chell in the Road to El Dorado, and I just did not comprehend. Little me did not comprehend why I liked watching her scene so much.
Uh-huh.
Until I was an adult and I was like, oh.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I would do that with characters I liked too. It was constantly thing. If I liked a line delivery, like a specific line delivery, I would rewatch that part over and over again as well. I would just rewind, play, rewind, play, rewind, play. Very not neurotypical behavior, but nobody pointed it out to me. I didn't know. Snoozy, I swear to God. I'll tell y'all, stop joking about trying to be normal. Accept being weird. Let your freak flag fly.
Unleash the freak.
I mostly say it because this is one of the things where I kind of worry about it, where if you joke too much about it, it becomes a little bit less of a joke every time you actually start internalizing it. So, don't joke about being neurotypical. Don't joke about being normal. It's okay not to be. There's literally nothing wrong with that. Normal's fucking boring. Can you imagine not having interests? Can you imagine coming home from work every day and sitting your ass down and having a beer and watching TV and having no thoughts whatsoever? Like, boring as shit.
Couldn't be me.
Come on.
Just couldn't be me, bro.
Be happy about your hyperfixations and the things that bring you legitimate joy. Like, be happy. It's one of, you know, we do struggle with our mental illnesses, but those kinds of things, the things that bring you joy, are legitimately like good things that come with it, and they make things a lot more like tolerable. So accept it, embrace it.
I feel like there needs to be a third thing at the end of that.
Lick
accept it, embrace it.
Lick it.
Fuck it.
Felt like a slogan. It was
Ball
like,
it.
embrace it, accept it. We can workshop it.
Be it.
We can workshop
know.
the branding.
Don't be it, dream it. Or don't dream it, be it. There we go. Don't dream it, be it. Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Save
I
that.
don't know. He said, oh my god, that actually reminded me of something that amused me in college. Are you not going to tell the story?
You can't just say that. Oh, there you go.
There you go. I was talking to a guy in my class who I'd never properly spoken to before, and somewhere in the conversation where I mentioned a fun fact about myself, he asked, did that help with the diagnosis? Oh my god. Frown said, accept being weird, love being a freak, enjoy being cringe, be free, be you. Yeah, there's the thing. There's nothing worse than... So I'm just gonna embarrass myself for a second here. I've been wanting to, and kind of sort of on and off, been writing some silly self-insert Weeberber stuff. Because of, you know, the state of the internet and stuff like that, I've been hesitating a lot because I feel like I'm not allowed to do it. Like, I legitimately kind of feel like I'm doing something wrong, even though I'm not. Don't put yourself in that state. Don't do that. Because it's not fun. Because it does actually affect you being able to enjoy the thing that you want to enjoy, because you feel like you're not allowed. And then I don't want to say that it makes it less special, but it makes it a little bit less impactful. So, if you want to do something like that, fuck it, embrace the cringe. Just do it. Because I can tell you, first-hand experience, it sucks when you feel like you can't do something that's literally, like, you know, not even for anybody else. It's just for you. It's supposed to just make you happy. Like, just do it. Fucking do it.
Especially all of you artists that are a lot like me, and you particularly are not a fan of yourself, and you have trouble drawing anything like sheepy or self-inserty.
Yeah.
You know, be stronger than me and do it, because I cannot do it for shit.
Oh yeah, I feel that. I literally had to change the name of the Wee Bear Persona because I was like, nah, I can't even get away with Callan with a K. Like, I had to give it a completely different name, and then I was like, okay, I can differentiate enough to be like, this is me, this is my Sona, but also it's not me, so therefore it's not as weird. So, like, be braver than us, do the thing. If it makes you happy, do it. Be like Verity and commission someone writing a fanfiction of you and your favorite character.
Exactly.
And for bonus points, commission specifically Callan to do it. So Callan also gets money from it.
Yeah. Isn't that right, Pigeon?
Yeah, and
Let's see. KH says, I didn't do it with characters I found pretty, but literally every time I watched a movie I enjoyed, there would be those scenes that I would replay over and over again for an hour. Oh, I feel that, though. Or I would just do the thing where I would just sit there and watch the movie itself over and over again. Like, I can't tell you how many times I watched Pokemon the first movie. Because Tiny Me was very in love with Mewtwo for some reason. It was probably the voice. Also,
Probably.
I know the number. I watched Spirited Away. It was either 42 or 43 times. Exactly. I wore that tape out. I literally sat there. I would watch it. I would rewind it. I would play it again. I would rewind it. I would play it again. Like, that thing was trashed. I needed a new one. I would also record episodes onto VHS tapes because, you know, back then the internet didn't really give you the opportunity to do that kind of shit. So, I was a weird fucking kid. Again, all of this makes a lot more sense with my diagnosis. I didn't realize that other kids didn't do this. If I liked music or even like quotes from like movies and stuff, but mostly like musical numbers, I would play the movie and then I would record the actual audio of the movie onto a cassette tape to listen to. So I would literally just listen to shit. Like when I was going to bed. Like, I was a weird fucking little kid. But like, my friends were like that too. Like, none of my friends acted like that was weird. Because obviously we were all a pack of neurodivergence. Be cringe, do crime. Oh my god. Embrace the cringe and neurodivergency. Yes. Oh, I know who you're planning to commission, Snoozy. Do it. Throw your money at him. Do it now. Rick said, do whatever makes you all happy and don't give a damn about what other people think. Yes. Do it. Just, if it makes you happy and it's not hurting anyone, then no one should give a shit. Just do the thing. Make yourself happy. Life sucks enough on its own. Don't give yourself extra sucketings. I didn't know how to phrase that.
Okay, guys, so I'm going to be clipping that one.
No.
Well,
I didn't know how to phrase it.
I was luckily exactly 90 minutes in, so it's easy to remember. A nice solid 90 minutes.
I haven't had Adderall today.
that explains it.
Alan, you can't keep blaming the lack of Adderalls.
Yes,
Sometimes
I
it's
can.
just you.
Shut up. Rick, no. Oh, bye, Snowfox.
Fudge, no buds.
Rainier said, I'm melting. I can't tell you how uplifting the things you guys said are. Thank you. Yeah.
I think we found the slogan, guys.
No. Also, Snoozy said, I went to the bank. I'm asking things after stream. Money is prepared and it will be thrown. It better be. Do it, Snoozles. Do it.
I wonder who will be drawing. Who could it be?
To be fair, there's really only 3 options, but out of those 3, there's really only one.
True.
The one.
Esoteric
The
way of
one.
saying there's only one option.
The title.
Sorry, Verity, what'd you say?
I said such a roundabout way of saying there's only one option.
Sheesh.
There's only 3 options, but of those 3 options, there's only one option.
Shut up. Leave me alone. No, Rick! Oh. Alec, Ah!
Hello,
What
and
happened?
welcome back.
What happened?
Alec's
What?
making me a thing!
A thing? What the Alec doing?
Alec making me a burr.
Ah.
Alec making me a tiny burr. A big burr. I love it. Thank you, Alec. Sunny said, hey, what? Come on now. And Rainier said, obviously, Sunny. Snoozy said, you'll never guess. It's Zavi, motherfucker.
We'll never
Christ.
know. Oh,
What?
you scared Verity, Kellen. What the heck?
We didn't need ears anyway.
Why would you do that, Kellen? You're so mean. You know that getting close to the mic is my thing.
I've done it before too.
Nuh-uh. It's my joke. I trademarked it.
Too bad.
Gknight, you can't have a moratorium on getting close to the mic.
What are you guys doing?
I don't fucking know, man.
I have no idea what's going on.
What are you doing?
Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier.
And welcome to World's Quiet.
Welcome to Five Nights at Freddy's.
Welcome to Five Nights at Fuck Boys.
Welcome to Five Nights at Twinkies.
Alex and wow.
Anyway, Aphrodite's.
Alex and wow, that was hard to type because I was staring so hard at Aphrodite. Valid. She's fucking gorgeous. And she got a little cute belly point.
Aphrodite.
And that thigh squish.
Oh yeah.
Please, Zavi jump scare. We can't do a Zavi jump scare. We've got no read. We got no read.
There you go. That's my Savvy impression.
Welcome to Five Nights at Femboy Hooters. Oh, yes.
Hell yeah.
Don't forget Goth High Hop. Both. Both are perfection.
Alright, let's see. What should we do next?
Cersei. Women
Oh
Street.
boy. Okay. Let's see.
Cersei.
Cersei. Or Monster Women. Do the siren.
The siren.
Siren. Because I know you like your monster ladies.
I do like my monster ladies. Oh,
I want to do Scylla too.
Yes.
so many. Hold on, we'll start with Scylla.
I'll be right back. I'm suddenly hungry again. I'm gonna go get a brioche bun, a chocolate brioche bun.
Okay. Let's see.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Very podcast. We have a special guest here tonight. It's Gknight.
Hello.
Gknight's going to be drawing. What are you going to be drawing for us tonight, Gknight?
Delicious monster women. My favorite flavor.
Because as we know, Gknight has good taste.
I am a chef. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm talking about.
He's a chef, and tonight we will watch him cook.
It's the cooking show.
You're really setting me up for a lot of these jokes.
Yes. Okay, Google, it would help a lot if you didn't show me like 90,000 AI images.
Today on the very podcast, we protest AI. Is AI art getting in the way of your monster women?
Yes,
Call the very
I'm trying to find some inspiration, and it's all AI. Pretty bad at AI. It's not even like good enough to just be like, if AI is already stealing from other artists. I'm just gonna take some of this.
It doesn't even have the audacity to be possible.
Scylla is
That's
described as having the upper body of a beautiful maiden and the lower body of a serpent with ravenous hounds at her hips, or 6 heads with 3 rows of fangs and snake-like necks. Okay.
Years are turning.
Different versions of the myth offer different origin stories for Scylla, including a beautiful nymph who was transformed into a monster by Circe or Poseidon.
Like, can smell the brain smoke. There was a horn.
Yes.
So while Gknight looks at reference and research material, I will entertain the chat. I know you are all overjoyed in my presence. You should all be delighted. So, how's everyone's week been? How are you all? Did you all have a nice Halloween?
True, Halloween. How was everyone's Halloween?
How was everyone's Halloween?
How was everyone's ween?
How was everyone's ween?
How was the ween? Was the ween good?
Everyone tell us the quality of your ween.
Tell us how would you rate your ween? 1 out of 10.
Don't give yourself more suckenings. Tell us how your ween was. Hello and welcome to the Ween Cast.
The ween cast. 8 out of 10 ween.
8 out of 10 Ween.
Alec is accepted for surgery.
Oh man, good luck.
And Snoozy made a Zavvy pumpkin because of course she did.
Of course.
I made a Slink pumpkin. I can't even judge her.
Oh, I'm sorry, I got distracted.
What a...
Uh,
We're discussing Ween. Apparently Snoozy made a Zavvy pumpkin.
What do you mean apparently? She makes one every year.
Well, I didn't fucking know that.
Yeah, she makes one every
I
year.
didn't fucking know that.
And to which, of course, I mentioned my Slink pumpkin and
And your
how
tumble
I
pumpkin.
owe you, and I owe you royalties for my Halloween.
Uh-huh.
Hey, like you went to time, Miss Tubble Pumpkin, baby.
Okay.
Yes, we were discussing Ween while we allowed Gknight to do some research, find some references that weren't made by AI.
Yeah.
Hi guys. Thank you.
What you eating?
Chocolate brioche bread. What I said I was gonna go get.
Well, we forgot because
You
we
did.
forgot.
Because you weaned.
We forgot.
You
We
weaned
got
too
distracted by Ween. We weaned too close to the sun.
We were winning.
Yeah, I ran out to get the brioche bread and I got distracted because I bought myself smoked salmon and I just started shoving smoked salmon in my mouth.
Yes,
Take it right
share the
here.
pumpkin, Snoozy. Let me see the pumpkin. I have never seen your Zavi
Let's
pumpkin. I didn't know
see
you
your
did Zavi
pumpkin
pumpkin.
ween.
Also,
Let's see the ween.
May wants to know what everyone's thoughts on the Vengeance Saga are. Verity, have you listened to the new songs yet? The Vengeance Saga?
Yes,
Okay.
but here's a fun sort of back and forth on the whole virus thing, which is Gknight infected you, then you two infected me, then I infected Snowfox, and then Snowfox returned the favor and showed me the Vengeance Saga.
Ah.
Aha.
So it's this wonderful little loop.
What did you think?
Oh, I enjoyed it.
Good.
What about you,
Good. That is the correct answer.
Yeah, it was good. Very, very good. I like the songs. I like the songs a lot, but there was one that I didn't really particularly like. Is the Calypso song. Is kind of eh.
I liked it at first because I didn't understand how awful she was. So it hit a little close to home because I was like, oh dang, I kind of feel that. I've liked a lot of people who don't like me because I'm a little too intense. But then I was stopped and somebody like talked about how like they felt the same way at first, where they were like, oh yeah, I like teared up the first time I heard this, but then I listened to it again and I realized she's really fucking manipulative. And then I listened again and I was like, oh no. So that's why I no longer like Calypso. At first I was like, she's cute, she's wife, and now I'm like, no, she's bad. Calypso bad.
Calypso, no.
No.
Wide vocabulary on display this stream.
No. Alec, just so you know, I actually can't see whatever you just sent me. Not till after stream. It looks like it might... I actually don't know what that is. A video, I'm assuming? Francis Calypso is a manipulator, literally gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss. Yeah. Oh yeah, I know. How will you sleep at night next to my wife? Yeah, instant classic. It's amazing. Okay, for after stream, not during. Okay, good. But yes. Yeah, the animatics were dangerous, were very silly. Most of the animatics were good. My only complaint is the random ass 3D animated one that felt like a bad Christian 3D animated film, and the fucking storm bag jetpack.
Look, someone worked really hard on an animation. Great job to them for actually being included in the official media.
Yeah.
But what was that jetpack?
What was that? Like, I'm not trying to shit on the animator. Everyone starts somewhere. But the fact that that was the official version was just like, George, I love you, but what are you doing? What you doing, buddy? So the 3D one was wild. When Poseidon falls and there's just no weight to his body, he just plop.
I mean, it's pretty accurate to how fish flop, so, you know.
I mean, there's still gotta be some sense of gravity.
Flop.
Mila, we're talking about Epic the Musical. That's what the entire stream is
It's in the
about.
title. It's in the title of the stream.
Brown says, I'm on the Calypso hate train mainly because I see so many people defend her actions and saying she's innocent and pure. So that's the thing. You can tell there's something wrong the first time she shows up because she's immediately just like, you're my love. I love you. You're staying here with me forever. And so, like, you know, in that case, I was like, oh, she's kind of awful, but I also kind of love her. And then in the second song, she is in fact a manipulator because not everybody realizes what she's saying and what she's doing. Like, she's actually very good at being a manipulator because even the audience does not get it. But the audience doesn't get it unless they, like, really are good at looking for those kinds of things. If you're somebody who has lived with a narcissist, if you're somebody who is working your way through trauma from manipulators, you're not gonna see it. So they actually did a little too good of a job at, like, hiding it. Because, yeah, no, God, what was... I literally had one of the lines in my head. So I think the thing that gets people when they're like, oh, she's just an innocent baby, it's because she mentions that she just, like, woke up on this island. Like, she was born on this island, she's been alone, she wants someone. And so the very first person who shows up on her doorstep, she's just like, you were made for me, you're my love. And it's just like, no, girl, no, slow down. Like, I think a lot of it is people are trying to rationalize it as, okay, well, she's never had contact with anyone else, so she doesn't really comprehend how, like, you're supposed to act. But also, in doing so, if you really look at her actions, she's like a child throwing a temper tantrum. Why aren't you just giving me this thing that I want? So, again, like, at first I was like, oh, she cute, oh, she kind of wife, oh, and then I really, like, looked at it after that one person talked about it, and I was like, oh, wait, no, never mind. Never mind. And that's the thing. I've been sucked in by a lot of people who act like her. Those of you who know me further than just the streams, who, like, talk to me on a regular basis, you know I've got suckered in by people like that. Because they act like they need you. They act like they need your help. And then as soon as you're not giving them what they want, they turn around and they become an awful fucking person. Whoops. Yeah, exactly, Frown. Oh, no, Mila, if you look in the description also talks about it being the musical. Always look in the description. Look at the scene with Hermes throwing it back. Yeah. Yeah, Frown, there's a lot of people who are like, I need to fix the jetpack scene.
Yeah, the one artist that I really like, Gigi, the one that we like, the Cersei and the Stilo design from, they made a YouTube post that they were gonna be working on a Animatic Forces 100 Strike.
Yeah.
Which is the one where it has the jetpack, and then they specifically mentioned that they are gonna be reworking that scene.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the jetpack was not a big hit like George probably hoped.
Yeah. Well, so here's the thing. Like, with the rest of it, it's all, like... It does have a little bit of an anime style to it, but it's not, like... It doesn't feel like something straight out of an anime. With 600 Strike, he was very obviously going for your generic shoujo, like... you know, My Hero Academia, like, you know, 600 Strike Attack. and like jetpack and woo, and so like that's why he was excited that he got to make the joke of I've got the power of God and anime on my side after that like finally came out, because he obviously indulged his inner anime nerd there. Which, like, you know, create what you want to see. But also it didn't fit in with the rest of it. So. It's just one of those things you learn from. Ma'am, I would like to hold your hand.
Alan knows her talents.
Yeah?
What's the problem? Exactly.
You raise a good point.
Yeah. Yeah, choose This says create what you want to see as long as what you want to see is on topic. Yeah. Rainier said, I don't know if I mentioned that somewhere, but as someone who's learning 3D, I think I need to check that animation. Oh god, yeah. Crown said, to be honest, there's a couple of scenes that I personally would do differently, but at the end, it's still up to George. Oh yeah, no. We're not saying that, like, you did this wrong! It's our personal, like, constructive criticism and opinions. It's never like we're outright telling the creator that they did something completely wrong. It was just like, we didn't like it, could have been done better, but it's your thing.
Yeah. It's your thing, do it how you want it. Obviously, everyone is gonna have different opinions.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe there are people out there that do like the jetpack scene. I haven't seen anyone say anything positive about it, unfortunately. But, you know. And this is not even me, like, actually, like, joking. No, I legitimately have not seen a single person talk positively about the jetpack scene anywhere.
Yeah.
Which is, you know, unfortunate for George and unfortunate for the artist behind the animation, because you know the animator obviously worked hard on it, even if it's not like super like extremely like polished and like super high quality, they still worked hard on it.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I can't even begin to imagine how hard 3D animation must be, and like how much of a fucking pain it must be to like get everything like how you want it, especially if you're just starting out. So, you know, obviously, like, credit to the artist for doing it and being in the official thing, for even like making it in. You know, that'd be a fucking amazing to just like brag about, like, hey, I was in Epic the musical.
Yeah.
So, you know, great props to them, great things to them, and obviously they're gonna get better with time. But you know, it's just unfortunate that it just ended up being that scene that he got to show off his skills.
What I think it is, this is just a theory. Okay, theory. Anyway, so like, what I think it was is that scene obviously was really important to George. And so rather than it just being an animatic, I think he wanted to see the entire thing in movement, like in motion. And 3D animation is faster, because once you build the models, like, it's a matter of like moving everything around with like the rigging and everything like that. So he probably went with 3D animation because it's cheaper, it's faster, and the thing is, like, animation in general is still very expensive, so he probably like went with a lower budget artist. And I don't mean like low budget as in the artist isn't worth money. I'm saying it's probably something along the lines of they're still very new at this, so they're not charging as much as artists who have been like doing it for a long time. So he was doing it partially because he wanted to see it moving in his budget, and also he was giving someone who probably hasn't done a lot of other stuff a chance.
Yeah.
This is also said without me doing any research on the artist, so if this isn't correct, you know, take all this with a grain of salt. This is entirely a theory. That's what I'm gonna say probably happened here. Just trust me when I say indie is not cheap.
Not cheap.
Not cheap.
Give Helen money.
Also, I likes your accent, Gknight.
Thank you.
It's a very nice accent. Rainier said also, oh my, hello? Yes. Aw, Fran said, God, seeing Gknight's delicious, wonderful, amazing art makes me want to draw, but my hands are shaking. Are you okay?
Oh no.
Fran said, I'd let Scylla do whatever she wants with me. Look at her. I mean, she's just gonna eat you. Like,
I mean, that's still a win.
Huh?
That's still a win. What do you mean?
True. If you like 4. Alex said, I felt like he needed a reminder. Verity has heard me say it to her fairly recently. Yeah, everyone's loving your design.
As they should, because it's fantastic.
Me said, also, I'd like to say that the scene where he started stabbing Poseidon just flabbergasted me.
Yeah.
Okay, Frown. Just be careful. Alex said, the only monster I have eyes for currently is Desi. Alec, you can... They have... You have 2 hands. Fran said, you can't kill me. Exactly. Hello? Iconic. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, I knew he was gonna do that. The instant he said exactly, I was like, oh, torture time. Let's go.
Ooh, torture time.
Woo, torture
You know,
time.
I saw it coming as soon as he said exactly. But it was seeing it actually like animated was just what actually made me flabbergasted. Like, oh my god.
Alex said, Desi only. I'm gonna be muted for just a second. I'm gonna attempt a nasal spray and see if that helps, because I'm dying.
Okay.
Hello and welcome back to the Verity Podcast. Today, Gknight is drawing Scylla.
Smash.
Gknight continues to have good taste.
Okay, before I actually do this meds, I just saw a Frown saying, me and my friends did a hear me out cake, and as a seasoned monster fucker, I slightly traumatized them. Don't do a hear me out cake unless it's an actual hear me out. If it is a humanoid character, even if it's just a normal fucking furry character, that is not a hear me out. That is normal. That is incredibly normal. Like, Frown, I approve of you with your monster fucking ways. If you are putting normal shit on this cake, it is not a hear me out cake. Y'all are just fucking cowards and you're boring. End of rant.
The hear me out, it's supposed to be the more like, you know, actual things that need to hear me out. If you say hear me out to just the most like basic beautiful woman, then it's not really a hear me out. It's just that, yeah, man, everyone else thought of that same thing.
Sorry, I'm plugging my nose, so I'm gonna sound stupid, but if you say hear me out to Helen Parr, that's not a hear me out, man. She's a MILF.
She's gorgeous. There's no need to hear anyone out because everyone has the exact same thought in their head.
hear me out, and it's Nick Wilde. Get the fuck out of my sight. Everyone wants to fuck him.
Why?
Snoozy said, what's a hear me out cake? It's a new trend on TikTok that everyone's doing because they think it's funny, where like you get a cake and you get pictures, like printed out pictures of characters that you like, and you put them on little sticks, and so it's like, this is my hear me out cake. My hear me out character is pulling one out of my ass here, the Xenomorph from the Alien series, and you stick the stick into the cake, and it's just you and your friends do a round, and you each show like a hear me out character, and then you move on to the next one. And it's just, there's some people putting the most basic bitch ass characters, like Loki from Marvel is on my hear me out list, and it's just like, that's just a man.
It's just a man. There is nothing to hear you out about. It's just a man.
That is a conventionally attractive man
human
that most of the fans want to fuck. That's not a hear me out.
The Xenomorph, that's a hear me out, because like not everyone is gonna be like, yeah, bro. Everyone's gonna be like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah.
That is it's a proper hear me out.
Alex said, I don't know either of the people mentioned. So Helen Parr is Elastigirl from Incredibles, and Nick Wilde is the Fox from Zootopia. That's just a man, yeah. Yeah, Snoozy, that's not a hear me out. Zavi was designed to be sexy. He is a humanoid-shaped robot.
Helen, the hear me out, it's in quotations. It's a joke.
I know, I'm still saying it though. Yeah,
You're
see,
autistic. You take everything literally.
Shut up. Snoozy said, would me saying hear me out to the Skinamarink woman yesterday count? Yeah, kinda. I mean, she still has a humanoid body, but I think that the head and the uncanniness, I would give that a little bit of a pass. But like, I don't know, I've seen so many where it's just like, where was it? Yeah, Rick said that most of the hear me out cakes are like, hear me out, Ryan Reynolds. Yeah, stuff like that. Shut up, Sneezy. Leave me alone. But yeah. I honestly can't tell at this point if, like, the meme is, oh, they're not even hear me out characters, but, like, I'm kind of tired of seeing it, and there's nothing interesting being put on them. It's just, like, the same 5 people.
It's the most, like, basic people, or the most, like, common cartoon crushes ever.
Yeah, and they're putting it on, like, oh my god, I can't believe I can't believe I shared that. It's like, bitch. Bitch.
Bro, like you and a million other people are saying hear me out to the same character. It's nothing like crazy to be like embarrassed about.
Yeah. Yes, Snoozy's like, hear me out. They say placing Jessica Rabbit on the cake. Exactly.
Yeah.
And
it's like, no, we're not hearing you out because everyone has the exact same thought.
Yes. Yeah, no, Alec, Geralt is not a hear me out. That is just a conventionally attractive white man with blonde hair. That's like putting any of the Targaryens on your list. Like, that's not a hear me out. Yeah.
Any of the Targaryens.
Madman said if you're I can't, hold on. It's because you typoed. I'm sorry. I got this like thing. If you do hear me out, it needs to be a hear me out. Yeah. Wheatley. I don't remember what Wheatley looks like. Isn't he like a robot? Hold on, let me look him up. Yeah, see, Wheatley would be a hear me out because he's just like a weird little like round guy. I'm gonna post him in the chat so you guys can know what the fuck I'm talking about, because I don't know how much y'all know about Portal, because I don't know jack shit about Portal. So this guy, yes, Wheatley would in fact be a hear me out. Rainier said, alternative title, Neurotypicals discover simping for fictional characters. Yeah, kinda. See,
that's just a ball though, like, is it the boys? That it's like causing
no,
such
girls.
reaction?
It's girls too. It's everybody.
No, I'm talking about the Wheatley thing.
Oh, Wheatley.
That's just a sphere.
Yeah. Yeah.
See,
okay.
like, from Portal, I get GLaDOS. Like, GLaDOS, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I get that more. This fucking sphere,
It's got to be like an attitude and voice thing. I'm not judging. Rick said, "Hear me out, the Eye of Sauron." Okay, I did see one person
What?
out of all of the people who were doing the Hear Me Out cakes. There was one person who actually legitimately had good Hear Me Outs, and one of their Hear Me Out was the Eye of Sauron.
Huh?
Listen, it's an actual Hear Me Out though, so I'm not gonna judge it.
I wait.
Wheatley's just a ball. Wheatley is baby girl.
He's just a sphere.
What's the name of the, I only know about one. It's the one that's obsessed with space. Wanna go to space. Space.
Space.
I don't know.
It's the only one I know about, and I know that that's like a quote, and he finally gets to space. He's like, space! Floats for a minute. Home. Wanna go home. It's just like he got there, and he's like, I'm done. Yeah, I would consider Kane from Amazing Digital Circus as a Hear Me Out, because most people would be like, what the fuck is that?
It's a floating piece of fucking teeth with
Yeah.
eyes.
See, I wouldn't count, like, Ragatha, Jax, or Pomni as a Hear Me Out. I would
Because
count,
one is a furry and two are
Yeah.
humans.
yeah, they're very human-y shaped. I would count Zubul. I would probably count Kinger, yeah. If your Hear Me Out is Bubble, I'm concerned about your mental health.
Well, man, what the fuck?
But, like, yeah, so I feel like Zubul, Kinger, and Kane would all be, like, Hear Me Outs. The others would not be. Rick said, who wouldn't want to go out with a big flaming eye? And Ian said, it could admire every part of you. But yeah. Your Hear Me Outs better be actual Hear Me Outs. I'm judging you otherwise. Yeah, growing up, the only thing I knew of Portal was the cake is a lie. And Companion Cube. Those were like the only things I knew.
Okay, everyone, give Callan money so she can play Portal on stream.
Oh my god. I don't even know how much it
Portal
is.
stream.
Now I'm curious. Hold on, I'm gonna pull up Steam. Oh! So, Portal and Portal 2 are both $10 each, so for $20 I could play Portal, but... I don't even know what the game's about.
I don't know. I just know GLaDOS. I just know I would.
You're I've played them, so I can tell you. You are a test subject in a scientific facility, and you have to test a gun that lets you make portals. And so you are put into test chambers to test your intelligence, but there's something weird going on.
Okay.
Something goes horribly awry.
Okay.
Welcome to Verity has encountered a piece of media that neither Callan nor Gknight has had.
Holy
This
shit.
This is a Dear Diary moment. Verity has experienced a piece of media that neither Callan nor Gknight has.
Congratulations.
Shocked. Rick and Am are both like, it's about portals.
Portals.
You don't
About
say.
portals.
I did not know, bro.
Alex said it's basically a 3D platformer puzzle. See, I'm decent at platformers. I am shit at puzzles.
It would make a very chaotic stream.
Yeah,
Perhaps.
yeah.
This day will go down in the history books. How dare you, Rick? Just wait till I explain Peter Greenaway's The Falls to you people, then you'll realize that I've seen stuff.
Wait, sorry, I couldn't hear you over my gulping. Describe what?
Just wait till I describe Peter Greenaway's The Falls to you people, then you'll realize I've just seen weird shit.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Peter Greenaway's The Falls, just to clarify the joke, is
Uh-huh.
a very obscure British film from 1980, which is framed as a, like a fake documentary about some sort of apocalyptic event that is never explained, and it's just like a certain, for the sake of argument, I'm going to say 90 people. It's framed as a documentary detailing the impact that an unexplained apocalyptic event has had on 90 individual people, and it basically plays like a playlist where it's like person number 1, ba 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 ba, person number 2, ba 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 ba. And if you're paying attention, you can see interconnection between the things and start to piece together what this apocalypse actually was. And this is one of my favorite movies. Meanwhile, I've still not seen Beetlejuice. So clearly I have my priorities straight.
You're gonna make me cry.
Don't cry.
You're gonna make me cry in stream.
Live crying.
Live cry.
Crying.
I did do that once. Remember when I streamed immediately after watching Turning Red and I couldn't stop crying?
Oh yeah.
Oh goodness, yes. Oh, the mind is being cast back.
Rainier's asking what it is called again. Can you type it actually, so that way it's easier for them to look it up?
Peter Green Oyster Falls.
Type it in the chat.
I'm typing it.
Type faster.
Frown says, probably my biggest hear me out is the spiral from the Magnus Archives, which is a door that appears at random to lure you in and trap you in an endless set of hallways and keeps you forever. Also, the spiral is sentient and has 2 human faces. See,
I have no bad shit weird hear me outs. I'm pretty tame.
yeah, honestly, I think your worst, quote unquote worst, is like the xenomorph. You are a monster fucker. There is stuff that you'll see and you'll be like, whoa, but I can't place it because a lot of what we see is like people's designs and stuff like that. It's not necessarily something from a movie.
Like official media.
Yeah. Meanwhile, you guys were suggesting eldritch beings to me in Smasher Passes, and I was like, yeah. Frown, you would know. What's the name of the girl in the Magnus Archives?
No, not really.
Like her. What's her name? I like her. I like her voice.
Fucking.
You didn't mute, Kellen.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I thought I hit the button. Nicola, thank you. I knew it was a Russian name because of one of the quotes, just like, you don't sound Russian.
I'm plastic, silly. I don't sound like anything. I don't even have a voice box. I had to borrow this one.
I can't go as cute and like high-pitched as she does, but I love her. Nicola the clown doll, my beloved. Oh, she's a clown? I didn't know she was a clown. Even better.
Helen, here's clown. Excuse me?
Clown?
Clown? Hello? Clown?
Clown?
Alex said, I don't think I have any hear me outs. No, I think honestly your worst hear me out would be Desi, and honestly the only reason why she's even a hear me out is because she's got a spider butt. She's very like attractive woman on top, so like, you know. That's a half hear me out.
But the monstrous side is what makes it so much more delicious.
Yeah. Frown, okay, I haven't really seen enough of the Magnus Archives. I only know, like, her part of it because everybody was using it in TikToks. I've never actually sat down and listened to the Magnus Archives.
I don't think I have any.
What?
I said I don't think I have any hear me outs.
Why are you so quiet?
She's not.
Microphone.
Ah,
I said I don't think I have any hear me outs
Oh.
either.
that's way louder. But they ain't good.
Oh my Christ.
Stay at that volume. Stay there. Whatever you're doing,
Okay.
stay right there.
Okay, I'm not moving.
Don't move.
Do I have to repeat myself again?
No.
Okay. We've established what I said.
Rick said, have y'all seen that super cool cosplayer of Nicola with the mask and plastic hair? No, that sounds cool though. Brown said, fun fact, she's the reason I started listening. Yeah, valid. Okay, so there's an ASMR person that I listen to every once in a while, and she did a really cute one where she was like a toy, and you were a toy, and you were like broken, and she was fixing you up, and she said that she took very heavy, like, inspiration from Nicola. Like, she was basically doing the same voice and acting very similarly, and it's very cute, and it's actually like one of my favorite, brain blanked out. It's one of my favorite ASMR videos. She also does a circus baby one, which is very cute. And she gets that voice done pretty good too. No, it's okay, Brown. Well, let me see if I can find you guys that video of her. I know I follow her. There she is. Amy K ASMR. It's probably gonna don't you play anything. I'm gonna share the video here and also in the Discord server so y'all can check her out. But I really like her. I really like this video. And I'm very picky with ASMR. That's the thing. So like I don't watch just anything. So there we go. It's in the server. It is there. If you're not in the server, I would highly recommend checking out that video. She's very cute. Yes, Rick, send the video of the cosplayer in the server later. I would like to see. That time I muted for you guys.
Thank you.
My ear thanks you.
I'm sorry. But yeah, going back to Alex saying, I don't think I have any hear me outs. Yeah, Alec, your tastes are actually pretty vanilla in comparison to some of the shit that I like. Oops.
Chalk and cheese.
Huh?
Chalk and cheese.
Chalk and cheese?
What?
What?
Is that a British thing?
Oh god,
Is
it's
that
a
a
British
Britishism?
thing, is it? It's a Britishism, isn't it?
Britishism.
It probably is. It's a British saying.
It's a saying meaning two very different things.
Ah.
Cheese and chalk.
Chalk and cheese, completely different from one another. If two people are like chalk and cheese, they're completely different from one another. You and your hear me outs compared to Alec and her interests are like chalk and cheese.
Chalk and cheese.
I see.
This has been a vocabulary session. I educate you on British culture.
Yay.
Verity Dictionary.
Snoozy, stop it! I swear to Christ.
I can't tell you how many times you're like, yeah, this is the British thing, and Snoozy's like, I've never heard that ever in my life.
What are you talking about?
Snoozy doesn't count.
Damn.
Why doesn't Snoozy count? Doesn't Snoozy live like more like mainstream city than you do?
Snoozy was created in a lab.
I thought that was
Snoo-
you.
Damn.
Snoozy's. No, I'm an alien who died.
But did you also weren't created here on Earth.
True.
So therefore that's why some of your Britishisms don't make sense, because you're pretending that they're British because you're an alien.
You're
and
British
trying
from
to-
space.
Yeah, you're trying to blend in.
I'm from space
You're British
Britain.
from space.
Yeah, you're space British.
Starship UK. Britain, the final frontier.
The place of contact.
To boldly go where no British has gone before.
First contact was actually at London.
We do keep an eldritch abomination imprisoned beneath the Thames.
Can I say hi?
Huh.
Are they single? What do they look like?
What? Wow, Callan.
You know, given the conversation we were having, I shouldn't be surprised if that's where this went.
I have rings. They're not great quality, but I have rings. How many do they need?
Hey, man. Wow, wow, wow. Wow.
Snoozy said, how do I not count? I'm smack bang in the middle of the UK, man.
You don't count.
No, that's exactly why you don't count. Is since you're in the middle, you're in the eye of the storm, so the British doesn't affect you.
Storm like
But-
epic storm.
But see, Verity, no, it's the opposite. You're out in the country, which means you don't actually get updated when things shift and change, whereas Snoozy is smack dab in the middle, which means she gets exposure
You don't
to
get
everything.
updated. You don't get updated when
I don't
Earth
get
has
the
a new
update.
patch.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't get the new Earth update.
Yeah.
Yours is delayed a little bit. Not
Yeah, I'm-
the signal is not strong enough.
No, some of them
I'm
are
still in
delayed, some of them just
beta.
never come through.
You're still in beta, yeah. you haven't updated yet. You don't have the new patch.
Yeah.
Oh my god. No, it's what's happening is I learned English from my grandparents, so I probably just say shit from the 60s.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Damn.
What's it? May said Scylla's looking chef's kiss. I agree.
Thank
We all
you.
agree.
Ranger said new Kickstarter give Callan money so they could visit the Elder Tour from England. But see, here's the thing. I know we make the new Kickstarter jokes, but we should be making new GoFundMe jokes because Kickstarter is to fund a project. GoFundMe means to give me money so I can do a thing.
True.
New GoFundMe.
Yeah.
Fund Callan's trip to England.
Yeah. I want to go back to England. Been there once.
And then Callan can bully Verity.
Yeah. If I can even make it out into the country, I'll die before I get over there. Verity, you gotta come meet me.
You know what, guys? I've got to come to London, sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Part of that GoFundMe, most of it's funding Callan coming to London. Part of it's funding me going to London.
See, what we'll do
True.
is you guys fund a decently sized hotel room with a couple of beds and like a cot or something, and then there's funding for Snoozy and Verity to both come out there, and we'll spend the day together in the hotel room just being fucking nerds.
True. You get to rant about Star Palace in Gartha
Yeah, in person.
in person.
I get to watch
get to
Verity
see
and
my
Snoozy be
snake in
flustered in
person.
person. Yeah.
I was gonna say you get to
get to see
call
my
call
doll.
Verity Pigeon in real life.
Yeah.
No, she
Yeah.
doesn't.
No.
What's the matter, little pigeon?
Pigeon.
Oh, goodness.
What do you think, Snoozy Bug?
Or how about in Spanish? How do you feel, Paloma?
Paloma.
Christ.
How would you say it like cutesy? Paloma. Is there like a
Palomita.
palomita?
Yeah.
I like that. What do you think, palomita? Who's
Little Palomita.
Many neurons and also none are firing.
Susie said, whoa, I thought that nickname was unused recently. What you mean? Susie said, I'm bringing all my Zavi pillows, just watch. It's just like, Verity and I each have like one of the two hotel room beds, and Snoozy's on the cot just surrounded by, not even on a cot, like on the floor, just surrounded by like 7 billion Zavi body pillows.
It's like a
It's
nest.
a nest, yeah.
The nesting habits of the snoozy.
Zavi nest.
And here we see the wild Snoozy preparing for winter.
And it's also like, it's like a pillow fort where there's like chairs holding up a blanket as like a little roof, and there's other like pillows and shit. We don't know where Snoozy got them from, but it's just like a giant pillow nest.
We don't know where she got them from.
She somehow
We
snuck
do
them
not
out of
know.
other rooms. We just don't know where though.
We don't know the ways of the Snoozy.
Rainier said, so Gknight is a seagull and Verity is a pigeon, so I'm guessing
I am not.
You're getting government-assigned bird sonas. So here's the funny thing, too. So we got pigeon, seagull, and bug. My followers are all vermin.
Damn. Okay.
It's a good thing. It's fun.
Sure.
Also,
So, also, what's funny about that is, I think I've mentioned it before, my mom used to call me Mouse when I was a baby, and then she called my little brother a bug. So the theme is pretty on point. Sorry, were you gonna say something, Verity?
no, brain was just braining.
Oh, that's Scylla, though.
There we go.
Yeah.
Scylla,
Scylla, Scylla, Scylla.
Scylla, Scylla, Scylla.
Perfect.
Also, I'd say we got about half an hour left in stream. What would you like to do for the last half hour?
Half hour.
Half hour.
Hafawa,
Half hour.
hafawa.
Half hour. I don't know.
Do you want to
Curious,
open it up for like
curious.
a single speedy request?
Sure.
Okay. Guys, give us ideas, and we'll pick whichever one strokes Gknight's fancy.
Whichever one we see first.
Gasping pigeon.
So Snoozy said gasping characters go go go, and then May said gasping OD. So I guess gasping Odysseus is
Gasping OD. My
mhm.
god.
Also, Madman says your art is magnificent.
Thank you.
Oh, hi, Hickory.
Welcome to the end of the stream.
Let's see. Some Odysseus.
Snoozy said, right, so Gknight, about my commission, Snoozy, I don't think he can draw whatever you're going to ask him to commission in a stream.
I don't think so, but hey, Snoozy, if you have the references ready, just, drop them on DMs.
Uh-huh.
We need to keep this channel up and running, Susie.
We need to keep this channel PG.
Hickory,
It's
this
so
has been
PG
here.
here.
This is here last time you jumped in. My PNG tuber. Snoozy said, what are you implying? I know what you're going to ask for, Snoozles.
We all know.
I know.
Snooze.
We know what you are.
Alex said somebody is a robot lady instead of their normal form. You'd have to actually give like an example.
Yes.
Things that are too vast trigger the too many thoughts, therefore cannot pick one.
Too many thoughts.
Too
Too
many
many
thoughts.
thoughts.
I am endlessly happy that you actually know what Too Many Cooks is.
Another piece of media I've seen.
Yeah. Alex said totally not going to throw money at Gknight for Desi art. Yeah? Yeah? I forget, Gknight, did you show Alec your commission prices?
I did not post my commission prices on the server.
True. Maybe. We shall see. Gknight only opened up a couple of slots just because, busy. But
Busy.
could always throw you the
Busy.
prices for later so you know how much to save. It's okay, Alec. When your crew opens up the wind bag.
No!
Yeah. He's like angry, just Wait, this is also like look at him in the face. Storm.
Yeah.
He's singing.
No.
Recommendation: draw Chewie destroying property.
But no.
Banunu. Oh, that reminds me, I forgot to drop the pictures of his ass in the chat.
Wow, you're leaking Chewy nudes?
Not, I mean, he's always nude. What are you talking about? He climbed all the way into his, like, little hay bin thing, and so it was just his ass sticking out of it while he was eating. It was adorable.
That's another thing to clip, by the way, Future Verity. That is 2.5 hours in.
What? Chewy ass?
No, just the quote out of context of, oh, I forgot to post the pictures of his ass.
Yeah.
Rainier is celebrating that I've seen 2 pieces of media. How dare you?
Alex said, also, yes, please Gknight prices, because I will actually throw money at him.
I will send them to you after stream.
Yeah. Hello? Internet? Work, please? Send Chewy S. Are you sending? Hello? Hold on, it's being stubborn. One went through, the other 2 are not. Because in the other 2 he climbed in further and you don't even see his ears anymore. Please, I swear to God. Never mind, it didn't go through. What? Phone? Screaming!
Ah!
Please. I legit can't tell if it's just Discord being a butt. There we go. I think. It said 2 of them sent. Discord, I swear. No, they didn't go through, you bitch. I'm gonna scream. One of them will not send, and it's stopping the entire post.
Damn. Oh, like Odysseus' reaction.
That's Odie being upset that he can't see rabbit ass.
Truly the most tragic and traumatic thing he's been through.
Really. Alright, what other things people wanted to draw?
Bunny with a gun.
Oh,
Gunny.
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 Because Hickory also wanted Chewy destroying property, but we'll just say that the bunny with the gun is Chewy. Ready to destroy everyone's lives. Ah, maybe this is why my phone's being stupid. It needs to update. Chewy when he doesn't get the carrots? No lie. He's been trying to murder me lately. We finally got him more carrots. But there have been many times where I've gone into the kitchen and he just will not leave me alone. He just runs in between my legs. There was a day where he almost fucking killed me because I was walking back to my room, back to like the little gate that separates the living room from the hallway so he can't get to my wires. And he ran in between my legs and my ankles bopped him on either side of his head, and I panicked because I didn't want to hurt him. And so like I yanked one of my legs back and I almost fell backwards with my food on the living room floor.
Bruh.
Yeah. He's mad. He wanted carrots, so we finally got him more carrots. We just didn't have any for a while. We were out. I don't know if that's worse or better. Probably a little better than the other time he almost made me fall backwards. It was when Voldemort was still here and they slept in the living room. And I went in there at one point. I was just gonna get water, and it was very dark, and he ran out, and I went to take a step, and I felt his little head under my heel. And so I yanked my leg up before I could put any pressure on him whatsoever. I felt the fur, and I realized what it was, and I didn't hurt him. But I yanked my leg up. And because I yanked my leg up, I fell backwards, and I had to grab both sides of the counters to not completely fall. Because I also was just like, no, my luck, he's also gonna jump under me as I'm falling, and that's not gonna be good. So, I barely kept myself from falling, because then as that happened, my other knee gave out on me. He's almost killed me a couple of times. But I love him, it's fine. I love him anyway.
Killer Rabbit of Cabanog.
Mm-hmm.
Gunny.
Gunny.
See, this is the monster they don't show you in the Odyssey.
Yeah, the gunny.
Bunny with a gun.
Uh-huh. Your spider sense kicked in? Yeah. Listen, when you live with animals, you kind of have to have a little bit of a spidey sense because those little shits will get into anything that they shouldn't.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I had a spidey sense about my freaking phone charger one day. Or no, it wasn't my charger. It was Corv's charger. Where it was hanging over the edge of the coffee table and I was sitting there. And I saw his head angle up and his nose only had the chance to boop the cord before I, snatched my hand out and just, ripped it away from him. And I was like, no! Not again! Because he already chewed through one of Corv's, cords. A holy hand grenade of Antioch. They like the cords. It's forbidden spaghetti.
Forget.
Spaghetti. Somebody touch my spaghetti.
Touch my spaghetti!
We got one good space left in the top corner. What are we thinking, guys?
What are we thinking, Chad? What a little menace.
He's stupid. I love him. It was really cute when he ran out to see us last night after Halloween Horror Nights. We got home and he was just oh, and ran over he noticed that we were gone for hours. And he ran over, we pet him, and then he leaned to groom something and he fell over with such intensity that he almost knocked over the barrier by the door. Snoozy said Chewy eating forbidden noodles.
My god.
Consume the cable.
It's definitely I feel like it's a texture thing for them because also it's apparently very normal for rabbits to lick things, obsessively lick things if they like the texture. And he does that to Corv's pillow that he sits on the floor because it's got almost a honeycomb texture on it. It used to be my expensive ass neck pillow that doesn't work for me. It feels like I'm sleeping on rocks. It's awful. So I was just I was gonna get rid of it, and then Corv was I need something to sit on the floor, and I was oh, here, take this, and he was huh? And I was take this, and he's but I'm gonna sit on it. I was I'm giving it to you, and he was oh, Okay. And so he sits on it now. And Chewie will come over and just lum 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 lum. Snoozy, what the fuck? Susie said, yeah, I'd eat wires if I could, to be honest.
What the heck?
Oh, Rainier said, I now instinctively move my cat's tail away because it would be very on brand of her to put it in the burning candle. She didn't do that, thankfully, but I'd rather be safe. I've seen so many videos of cats setting themselves on fire somehow because they, you know, do stupid shit like that. Oh my god, look at
They
the
do cat things.
The neck rolls. I love it. Oh my god. Forbidden noodles. EM said I have to close the bathroom door completely or else my cat will barge in and just meow at me. Oh, that reminds me of the cats at our friend Kat's place. She has 3 of them. And the thing is, you have to leave open her bathroom door, which I like using that bathroom better because it's just nicer. And Corp is using that one too. And the thing is, the cats will come in, and the reason you have to leave the door open is because that's where their litter box is. So they'll come in, you know, when you're trying to poop, and they will just be like, okay, now is pet time. And will like rub on you and like almost do the thing where they lay in your underwear because they're begging you for attention. And they would do it even more to Corb for some reason, where one of them actually climbed onto his shoulders while he was sitting on the toilet, and another one sat in his lap, and he's just sitting there like, ah.
Bro, privacy, I'm trying to take a shit.
Yeah. No, now it's pet time.
Bunny.
Bunny. Bunny.
Bunny.
Little menace. Ian said once he entered and sat in the bathtub and just stared at me.
My god.
What you doing?
Renee said, speaking from experience, cats don't care about privacy. True.
Well, they should. They don't pay rent, bro. They can be a little respectful.
Crown said, cats and dogs alike don't like leaving you alone when you're on the toilet because you're extremely vulnerable, so they instinctively want to keep watch for possible danger. And then Rick said the cats come to the shitter because they know that you can't escape them.
Bunny. But he's the true devils of the Odyssey.
Yes.
The island of the killer rabbits.
Maybe that was the Lotus Eaters.
True.
They were Benoys.
They were just like gremlin bonois.
Hee gremlin Benoys.
Yeah, they were Chewy eating carrots is basically a lotus eater.
Go to the cave.
They say as they
The
know what's in the
cave.
cave. Okay, we got about 15 minutes left in the stream, friends. Unless Gknight wants to eventually call it quits early. Either way. Chewie trying to get electrical powers by eating live wire. Oh my god.
Bro, you can't be Electro. Calm down.
He could try. He's not gonna succeed, but he could try. Susie said, my old man dog likes sitting directly in front of me while I'm trying to go to the bathroom. Do you not close the door? I also admittedly do not understand when people don't close the door when they go to the bathroom. In general.
If you live alone, sure, but if you live with other people or pets, like, bro, what are you doing?
I don't understand. Matthew said don't feed them after midnight. Frown is quoted, Lotus Eaters, scary cave, Odysseus. Now that sounds safe and trustworthy. Oh my god. I love it.
But no Lotus Eater.
He kind of looks like a Lilo and Stitch character.
Oh yeah.
Alex said I feel trapped. Why do you feel trapped?
What the heck?
It's privacy.
This is canon. This is my version of the Lotus Eaters.
Yes, good.
Bunny.
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 Oh, Susie said, no, I do. I more meant that he likes sitting directly outside of the door. So you didn't phrase it like that. So I thought that your dog sat directly in front of you and just stared you in the eye while you tried to go to the bathroom. Susie said, basically right in front of me because I could always see his fur under the door. You gotta specify, Susie.
Bunny Lotus Eater.
I don't know, Susie. Again, you didn't clarify.
I don't know. I don't know.
Strawberry.
Strawberry, pigeon, strawberry.
There's
Pigeon.
there is no pigeon.
Pigeon.
Oh Christ.
What?
Me one pigeon.
No, this is you and Pigeon.
I played the fifth.
Why are those so quiet? Hold on, I actually don't think the chat can hear them very well.
Damn.
They're actually quiet for me now.
Oh, let me crank up the volume then.
Nope, still quiet.
Well,
It might have to do with the volume that I have them set at, because some of the ones that you play are like ear shattering. So the quieter ones are probably also getting affected by that.
well,
I don't know.
I think that's a good place to call it then.
Yeah.
We ain't going for so long.
Yeah. Thanks for coming.
For 84
guys.
years.
84 years.
Ah.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.